under 76.
25 under 76. Easy. Okay. You don't take any sand.
Sweet action.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I had a little note here in my drunken stupor as we were ending, trying to type some things out. I wrote some other things that don't make...
my notes from Monday.
Are they good? Can you share a little... What's the best part of your notes from Monday? What's the best part of your notes from Monday?
The giant hashtag level up at the end.
Oh. Hashtag level up.
It literally took 3-4 lines, and I never write that big.
Level up. Nice. Nice.
That fourth one put you a little deep in the
Yeah, that fourth one was a little rough.
4 beers.
Yeah.
Today's a sake day.
They're not light beers, so it's a little harder.
Yeah, it's her.
Know that feel.
Sam Adams winter lager stuff.
My cold snap.
Sam Adams knock you out after 2.
Cheers.
I used to like that one. Cold Snap was pretty good.
Cold Snap's pretty good. Yeah, Cold Snap's one of my favorites that they do special.
I feel like it was raining, so let's turn on some rain.
Yeah, it was storming really bad. That's how we got lucky, and
storming really bad.
No one saw us.
No one heard anything.
No one heard anything. Let's get some dark music on. You know what? And I had to re-listen to our session to make sure I caught up on all the shit. I was want to know where you guys put the body parts, the arms, what exactly did each person do? And we actually ended the session just driving away. The house didn't explode yet. Nothing like that. Just driving away. So we got let's get some dark music going on. Some rain. Let's get some thunder going on in here. If I can find it.
It's gonna be bad because this is my sleeping music.
My
white noises.
Rain is your life?
Yes.
Dude, that's what was happening to me. Not last D&D session, but the session before that. It was putting me in the chill zone, and I think I even slowed down my talking, like this.
I blamed that on the sake, but
Well, did I have sake last time too? Maybe I did.
Well, it wasn't last time, right?
It wasn't last time. Time before. I've already had a bottle of sake and a shot, and I'm drinking my second bottle. So today's gonna be good. Lightning flares. Let's do that one.
This is the problem with Zoe dragging her bedtime out. Is that Zach gets more and more pre-gaming.
It's literally what happens at 7:30. Yep. I make sure I have a very small amount to drink by 7:30, and then I drink until you get here. So.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You come visit me in the hospital.
Sorry.
When I'm 70. Cool.
I'll give you part of a liver.
you owe me your liver. Chad? No? Okay. All right.
That doesn't have extra body parts to give.
No, none extra. Yeah, I mean,
you want mine.
I don't think you want a diabetic liver.
I don't know. I mean, it's better than none.
I'd probably somehow give you whatever outrageously overtuned immune system I have.
100%.
A week later, you'd be like, "Man, my stomach's kind of weird."
Yep.
And then you'd start pissing all the time.
Yep.
And you'd be like,
well, "That's normal."
I should go see the doctor. And I'd be like, "Oh, peeing all the time, huh?
Ah.
Diabetes.
Gotcha, motherfucker. Got him." And then we both be sitting there 80 years old in the nursing home beeping while we're playing D&D.
Love it.
As long as we can have tech prosthetics by then for the toes they're gonna have to take.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's all.
You don't need toes to play D&D. You just need a butt.
Right?
Butt to sit down.
Yeah, man. Dude, they're gonna have by that time they're gonna have super duper conversion wheelchairs and shit.
Oh yeah, they'll some crazy stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen the articles where it's like, the latest generation is the last generation that will die of old age. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'll take that with a grain of salt. But if I die,
always. I'm sure someone.
Yeah, that's never been said before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that maybe someone in our generation might be rich enough to afford something crazy like that if it happened. Maybe.
What are they? Adrenochrome and from the Young Children's Blood. That's
There you go.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Carefully,
That's
Kelper. You're gonna summon Cliff. He's gonna come in here.
That's the going. That's the going thing right now.
All right, back to blowing up a house.
All right. If that's what we want to do today, then we'll go back
Oh yeah.
to blowing up a house.
Well, I want to drive away.
So, before you drive away, Chad, would you do us the honor of giving us a recap?
All right. We got a lot of notes on this one.
This is a good one.
Wow, he actually does.
Yeah, he showed it to me. It's legit, and we double checked it after the session. So
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We had a vignette to start. The dark room guy was super duper wet. The guy was dark, I think. Tons of wires attached to a large pillar. There were sacrificial altars surrounding this pillar with these wires. One person was an Asian girl with blue hair and a big smile on her face, who was apparently Sally. There were other bodies that were all also smiling. Was he starry, I think?
say that again.
Like, I think he was literally like galaxy looking or something.
The other
right?
people laying down?
No, the big guy.
No, just like shadowy, just like a silhouette.
Just shadowy.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a silhouette is like you couldn't really determine what was going on there other than just a silhouette.
And did he do anything? Or was it just the pillar, the wires, the wet?
Yeah, so what it was doing was connecting the TV vignettes that I was showing you before, and then you walked into the other room, and you saw this other half of it.
Oh. It was meant to be the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. But I was like, it was sacrificial, but I don't think he like sacrificed anybody, right?
Nobody was sacrificed.
Huh?
Nobody seemed to be sacrificed.
Yeah, like he went in there and it showed him, and I think that was it.
Yeah.
So okay. We watched the Star People tape. There was a Cree Indian man talking about the people coming from the stars long ago. Said the Star People are good people. They've been here less time than the Cree Indians, who were apparently alien, unnatural things. Let's see. Nolan David went to coroner's office. They checked the body. The floor was alive. It was unknown, thriving on the heavy metal, keeping itself alive, not keeping the host alive, but not awake. The coroner wasn't there, which is suspicious.
Yep.
And is on my notes of potential exposure that have to be investigated later.
You have your contract tracing. Contact tracing.
Yeah, effectively. Speaking of, Philip and Remy went to the police office, spoke with Sergeant Hayes. There were mentioned the 2 EPA officials that were getting the soil. Shared the footage of the man that came in, that Deputy Jacobs had pulled over, puked on him, and all sorts of shenanigans occurred that apparently didn't bother anyone else watching this tape. At which point, after he got puked upon, just said, "Okay, see you later. Have a nice day," and the guy drove off.
That was pretty strange.
Yeah, pretty goddamn weird. But we've got the presumed source of Deputy Jacobs' issues, if he can be identified, which is under the to-do for facial recognition on the business guy. Went from there. David and Philip went to the house of the widow. She was very sick. She was very not pregnant. And there was a baby crying upstairs. the mom rambled about her and her baby being among the Star People. After she said that, she sort of glazed out, at which point Philip, I believe it, we left, heard the baby, David went upstairs, Philip went over, and that was when he cuffed her. The baby was shockingly not exactly a baby.
Hey, it was cute.
Got shot and or shot at a number of times, exploded into goop. Mommy woke up from her stupor and was running down the street around this time. Remy and Nolan got back in the vehicle. Remy had stayed in the car. Nolan had come in. He fired upon her after chasing her, and yeah,
Busted multiple caps, crack shot, best shot you've ever seen in your life.
Best.
Oh yeah. And then shortly after getting shot, she got run over by a reindeer.
She got fucking GTA'd.
Mushroom got ran over by a reindeer.
I played enough.
Somehow, in the midst of all the storm and thunder, no one visibly responded or reacted to this occurrence.
Because you guys are amazing.
Because we're
God,
awesomely
fucking
lucky.
Mathematically geniuses.
Mathematically improbable.
Improbable. Yes. Very good job.
So we donned what equipment we had and put all organic matter into the home, turned on the gas valves, and chucked one or two incendiaries. I don't recall.
None.
No, I wanted to do incendiaries, but y'all wanted to do gas, like the gas stove or something.
Yeah, according to the end of the session, gas stove was supplemented for all explosive devices, and you guys, or someone rigged up something. They didn't specify. They didn't specify what it was exactly, but it was stated that you rigged up something for it to blow, and they left the gas on. So whatever you want that to be is fine.
My assumption was that we turned the gas on so that the incendiary would take care of the house and not the room. But by all means,
no, incendiary is fine. That's what I wanted to do.
That's fine.
I thought I got vetoed. Let's do that.
So no, I think we just said, I think Jason's suggestion was let's take care of the home.
Yes.
And not just the room. Bomb the room.
Yeah. Yes. A very good suggestion by our resident chemist there.
And so, and I believe, so we did retrieve the cuffies, and place all organic matter in the home.
So even the hands?
Yes, all of it.
I'm just fucking with you, Chad.
I think we already figured that out. But yes, the arms with the hands intact. Knowledge.
What was left when she blew up was her arms still cut together.
Those were placed in the home, and I think we discussed that we felt good about the rain taking care of what was left. Question mark. Okay.
Yep, and Nolan said any chunks can probably be attributed to a home explosion.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only thing I need from you now, since we kind of we hashed that out a little bit, where are you placing the thermite in the house? Just so I know, for my real world.
Well, see, I was actually about to ask that. I want to make sure. So I did a demolitions check to ensure that I could do this safely.
Absolutely.
That's what and that what I said about the hands being taken care of.
Mhm.
I assume that's counted.
Yes.
So I want to be reasonably sure you're not going to fuck us and be like, well,
I'm not gonna
actually,
fuck
there's
you.
a partial print.
No, I was even going to give you stuff by saying, remember, your snow scooper collection of body parts and viscera was then placed in a bag and then placed in the kitchen. Okay, so thermite grenade either goes in the kitchen or with the baby, or you do both.
Well,
and you can do both.
I was
That's
gonna
fine.
say
Yeah.
Wait, were we gonna time out? Were we gonna save the thermite? Use the Molotovs? Was that what we were gonna do?
It was not mentioned about nothing about Molotovs was mentioned in my re-listen.
No, I think we were what I thought happened is I said thermite, y'all said no, let's do an improvised explosive with the, because I made a demolitions check to essentially let us do what we wanted within reason, but then your idea and Jason's idea was to use the gas stove. So I would say we just put the thermite in because I mean I think the fuses I think those have a few second arm fuses, so I don't know if it comes down to it, I could be the one to place it and I just leave. I mean I don't think it's going to instantly like nuke the house.
No, it's going to burn hot.
I think the only question becomes, are we putting one only in the kitchen, or are we putting one also in the baby's room in an abundance of caution?
We have 6. I think I would say in character, if y'all are that worried about it, I would just put 2. I would start the one upstairs first because there's no gas up there to blow up, and just let it run, and then start the one downstairs and then leave.
Okay, and you place those, right, Nolan?
I would assume so, yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, there's no problem with that. And you have more than enough demolitions knowledge to set up some kind of timed fuse, anything like that you want to do as far as like how long it takes to explode.
Just enough time to get us in the car and leaving.
Cool.
Question, demolitions man.
Yo.
We can talk about the 3 shells later. However, in the meantime,
you don't know how to use those.
Do I?
I said you don't know how to use those.
Right? He doesn't know how to use them.
Sorry, I fucked. You alley-ooped, and
Yeah, I know. I tried to make it subtle, and then you made it funny, so I had to laugh a little. Demolitions man, are these canisters going to burn up?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, as hot as it burns. I mean, I can Google it to replace the knowledge I don't really have.
Give a quick Google. My instinct says yeah, but also
I would assume so, but I didn't want anybody to show and be like, look at here.
I mean, you guys have to remember, I am a human that doesn't know hardly everything. I can Google everything. But as far as the session goes,
I didn't want that to be the gotcha.
Yeah. The trick of it is go fast enough that I can't look up stuff and have to just make it up top of my head.
So the patent that's filed with the U.S. Department of the Navy, or by them rather, their incendiary grenades take care of the outside layer. It's this. I'll just link it.
There's no way something that literally melts everything doesn't melt itself.
Pretty sure, from what I'm reading, it's gonna completely destroy it, and the explosion will scatter whatever remains are left.
So
and that was that was my assumption. I just,
the thermite actually explode? I thought it just burns hot.
No, but the gas is gonna explode, and then it's gonna what I'm saying is even if the thermite melted the case and they were in 9 pieces next to each other, the explosion's gonna fling them to the winds, and you're not gonna be able to jigsaw those back together.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we're okay.
Yeah, I mean, and it depends on who comes and looks too. Like, you guys have already met the police department, and
yeah, I mean, I would say if the project sent their best bombs expert or explosion, CSI Miami edition bomb guy, they would probably be able to tell something's up, because I don't know, but I don't think local PD would. So yeah, I set the one upstairs, I set the one downstairs. I assume y'all are all in the car. You're waiting for me. I can't be the one driving in that case, so somebody has to be in the driver's seat.
I'm the one
then-
with the driving training. All right.
I mean, now you would have to move Remy out of the seat, or she would have to forego her current driving situation. But it's okay.
Yeah,
If you...
honestly, I'd probably be so like, what the fuck did I just do? That I would just like not even think about it and get out of the car.
Yeah. I think David and I just kind of escort her into the back seat and put her
cool.
seatbelt on for her so she can just process.
Cool.
And then I have
Remember, I'm in a hazmat suit.
Yeah, man's in the hazmat. That's cool though.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
we all had gas masks, thankfully.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm wearing a gas mask, but I think that's it. Excuse me.
You guys all had gas masks,
Yep.
and some glovies and stuff. Cool. We're fucking ready to start this shit off. Then.
Do I need to roll anything else?
No, I thought about it,
Okay.
and then I decided no.
Me.
So, you guys peel the fuck out. You know
Cool.
what? I'm gonna give the players a little agency and say, you tell me how long it takes since you left that house to when it explodes.
If he's got fine enough control, I would
He's
say
the man.
that I don't recall specifically. Was this like, I don't even know if we really discussed it because
We
why would
didn't.
we have? Is this a street? Is it on a highway? Is it in
It's
the
a
back
street.
of
It's a
neighborhood?
It's a neighborhood street.
Yep.
So like a
I would
subdivision is
Subdivision.
what I've imagined.
Subdivision.
I would imagine that we would want to be somewhere that we could see that it occurred.
How about into the street? Stop sign at the subdivision at the end of the street. We're well outside the deadliness. The blast is not going to hurt us, but we can easily see the fireball.
Cool.
Sound good?
He's the demo man.
I mean, that's
I
we,
would
we,
say at least that, if not a little further, but that'll give us a good view to know what
so
happened.
that's how long. That's how as finally as I can control it. I roughly
Yeah.
set the timer to allow for us to be a safe distance at the end of the stop sign.
Like 60 seconds or something. I don't know.
I
2
will.
minutes on the upstairs, 1 minute on the basement.
Oh.
Takes
Sure.
exactly 60 seconds to get down there and start the next one. He walks out.
Fucking
60
think this is
seconds later.
amateur hour. It doesn't take me 60 seconds. No,
It does
yeah.
when we put the camera into slow mode and you like bullet time, walk away from the explosion. You know.
Takes his nose in the. Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay, so we'll say 60 seconds. Sure, we can still see it. We wait at the. I would say we would want to wait at the stop sign or the end of the street to make sure it goes off. Make sure I
Oh.
didn't fuck something up.
Holy shit. So you're like, you guys jump in the car and you're like, fucking go, 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 go. Peel out, get to the stop sign and you're like, hold on a second. And
Who said we were peeling out?
I said you're peeling out.
Yep.
We would want to make doubly sure it went
Yeah.
off, even though I'm sure it did.
Yeah, but it's the duality of it is so interesting to me because you're like getting the fuck out of there, and as soon as you hit the stop sign, you're like, no one's like. As you guys look behind you, you see this ball of fire rise into the sky, and you just not. No one probably
it
telling
doesn't
you.
seem to be, no other like homes seem to be in danger.
You're pretty far.
Shit. Fucking go, man.
You're pretty far, but you're probably okay. It's raining really hard, so.
Well, I meant the homes to this. I didn't know how
Yeah.
much.
I mean, we didn't.
Fuck them.
Yep, fuck them. That's what I'm
They're probably
saying.
infected anyways
I mean,
after
I
they
was
brought
gonna
over the
say,
casserole.
It's not like
There's
We-
too many. There's a casserole explosion.
it's about to explode. Like, no.
Oh God, no! I wasn't telling anybody anything. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, it's
Maybe I don't.
it's hard to tell. I mean, it was pretty big, but you can only hope that no thermite globules exploded from one house to the other,
Right.
and started to ignite that one.
Hope they've got good insurance.
Hope they
Let's
got
go to the
good
green box.
Yeah, that was the plan. That was the plan. How far out was the green box?
We'll say it's probably 10-15 minutes away. If that's cool with you.
That would still be in range, because like a police radio. Because
You can pull up the scanner if that's what you want.
Do
Yeah,
what?
You can pull up the scanner if that's what you want.
Yeah, I definitely want to monitor.
Cool. Yeah. So
Definitely.
you're monitoring, driving. Go ahead and Go ahead and roll me a drive check.
No.
Hey, you added it specifically to use. I am going.
Yeah,
to
and the
use it.
last time we used it, it was bad.
You fucked up.
What's funny is
The
I
only
made
time you had me roll it was bad news.
I made Nolan's nephew be like fucking Colin McRae. I put so many dump stats in my drive, so if there's ever a time where we need to drift around an icy cliff, better hope my nephew's there.
The fucking
Shit, motherfucker, I'm at 51.
Tokyo
but...
Drift.
Right, exactly.
Eight.
My man.
Under
All right.
51.
All right. We'll divert from that scenario and continue on. No issues driving up into the. I guess it's not a subdivision, but it's a street with several houses on it that you parked at last time to make your way to the green box.
Oh, by the way, when we were leaving the area, we pull into the little, you know how when you pull into a garage and you back out, your car's in a new color.
What?
I thought she GTA'd him. I thought I thought that's how we changed the color of the car.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. We don't
Unfortunately.
have that enabled. Unfortunately.
I keep getting a phone call and I'm like, this guy's calling me saying he's my cousin. Who is this? Philip, is this someone you know?
We have a body shop.
Oh my god. I appreciate every single one of you that consensually join me in this insanity.
I mean, you know.
Awesome.
You know, she's the one that executed the outrageous GTAing. So
Hey, I like it. I'm a
Perfect.
fan. I'm a fan.
I was just thinking, you know, we got to go to the little. I don't remember what did they call those. I don't even remember. They all.
What do you call that? With a strip, not a strip shop, but where you decompose the whole.
It'd be like a detail /
Chop
body
shop.
shop under.
She had it.
You know.
What was it?
Chop shop.
Yeah.
Chop shop. That's it.
Chop
Yeah.
shop.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Chop shop to me was always like that's where you take a stolen car and they chop it up and sell it for parts.
Oh,
No, chop shop. You can make any car look like something else.
Oh, regardless.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're gonna try. I haven't used this voice modulator, so it may sound like shit. Just let me know because I can't hear it on my end. But you guys are. It's for the police scanner. So you guys are driving down the road about where you're gonna park and get out, and you hear. Oh, maybe it didn't work. Okay, hang on.
We got a 1080. Need someone to go out there and check that out. Got a couple reports. 1080.
Yeah, that sounds like you're in a haunted toilet.
Okay, let's not use that. How about this one? How about this one? How about this one?
100%.
We got a 1080.
That's way better.
All right.
Way better.
Yeah, so the other one was Central, which is literally supposed to be a police scanner, but I thought they always
Yeah,
sounded like shit.
it sounded like a haunted toilet, like massive reverb, like you're in a hallway toilet kind of
All right.
deal.
Wait,
Yeah, please
maybe,
go back and listen to it
Super echoey.
on stream.
what about this one?
We got a 1080.
Wait.
That's
We got a
barely
1080.
anything. Oh, no, second one for me.
Second one was.
We got a 1080.
It's still not perfect. It still kind of sounds like you're trying to do like the megaphone effect that like Tool does a lot, but it's way
Yeah.
closer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Perfect example.
Cool. All right. Yeah, so 1080 explosion, basically, is what that is.
I think you should just do the demon voice all the time.
Shushies.
We've
So wait,
got a
what
1080.
did they actually say? They say we have a
It didn't
1080.
work.
Is that what you said? Okay, what does Philip say that is? I asked Philip, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, that's the code for explosion.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll want to keep an ear on this thing. Okay. Well. All right.
Can we hurry, guys? This thing's starting to chafe.
I think so. We're going to the green box. We need to. I guess we have a hotel. Maybe it would actually be better. So no one's following us. I mean, you guys may want to like clean off more, like scrub yourselves down. So maybe we should go back to the hotel first. Let
Yeah,
you guys
grab me
take all
some
that shit
clothes out.
off, get in like
Yeah.
normal street clothes. You guys can shower. We'll kind of like decompress. We're not running from anyone. No one's following us. No one knows anything.
Philip looks over at you as he sits here in his sodden, wet
Yeah.
boxer shorts and like socks. Like, I don't know what you mean.
Might need a change of clothes.
So that gets my vote. I can like me and Remy can go in and get some towels so you guys can like wrap around you so it maybe looks like you're coming. I don't know what year. Well, it's October. I was gonna say coming from a pool. No one fucking cares. It's a shitty little hotel in Montana.
That's when.
Well,
it's
So I mean, you know, I've got my clothes in the bag and like.
Well, yeah, but I thought they were like soaked in like viscera and fungus.
Well, I just meant like
he
like-
has his like. We didn't leave anything in the hotel.
yeah.
Oh.
I thought we left clothes and stuff.
Just
I thought all we
got-
brought with us was the explosions and the guns, or the explosives and guns.
Yeah,
For
I left
safety.
clothes.
Don't leave any explosions in the hotel, okay?
Well, I guess I'll put it this way: Philip would have had a change of clothes because he was
But we
in
could,
like his
you
night-
guys could still go shower and like spend time
Yeah,
scrubbing
yeah,
it off.
No, I'm just
Well, and on top of that, like you said, towels
So we
because of pool or whatever. But I mean, literally, it could be towels because
It's fucking
raining.
raining.
They got caught in the rain. Like,
For sure.
my point being like he would have brought he had his suit and he would have like street clothes. So like I could do that and yeah, we can towels for summer all or whatever. Like I would like a good shower, but I think we cleaned as much as one can clean this junk off of you.
I think we can. I still say hotel because I don't think there's any.
Yeah.
There's no immediate need to go to the green box. It's not like we're
I
gonna.
was on board with
Yeah,
that
so-
sort of being the plan.
You guys go to the hotel instead. Run up to your rooms. You're already fucking drenched, so those who need to take their showers and other various things, put on fresh clothes. You have adjoining rooms, so you can choose to open those two doors up if you want to. Please take it from here.
Yeah. So I think I don't know that we need to. Yeah, I mean, showering.
Yep.
Etc.
I'm waiting for them. I guess the one thing I want to do for like just an RP thing is I kind of just try and talk to Remy because I don't think she's killed anyone before. I don't remember if that's happened yet.
It's probably a
So
good
it's
idea.
Just kind of talk to her and make sure she's okay. Nothing that we have to actually RP, but just to try and get a bearing on
Aw,
like
come
what she's feeling
on.
like. I mean, it's up to Amy. I'm down for whatever.
whatever. I don't care.
So they're doing whatever, and I sit down and I have a Coke and I'm like, so you hit your first bag. What's it feel like?
Is that what you guys call it?
No, I'm just fucking with you. That's what do you mean hit your first? Who would say that? Really? No, that's not what we call it. No, I'm just in all seriousness, it's if you feel kind of like tired later or feel weird, it may not hit you for a little while. If you feel normal now, that's fine. Don't stress about it. But you did a good one. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks. It just kind of happened. I saw her running, and was she naked? Did we determine that?
She was not naked.
No, she had clothes on of some
I
sort.
don't know why that was in my head.
So she was because she exploded. She was naked
Yeah, she's
eventually.
Yeah,
But,
she exploded. I saw this creepy lady jump out of a window and run down the street. I didn't even think. I just did.
I mean, I'm glad you did because I shot her. I know I hit her at least 3 times, and she was not stopping. Like she kind of
Yeah.
stumbled, but
No, I don't even know where that came from.
About that time, Philip's like, yeah, I mean, the kid took like 4 shots, so
The kid?
yeah.
At
About
which
that.
point I get up and head
I
to the
don't wanna
bathroom
I don't wanna know.
Well,
I don't
we
wanna
kind
know.
and
of
become friends with the toilet.
we kind of in a clinical way need to discuss this. the good news, if you look at it that way, is that that was no longer even sort of Mrs. Jacobs.
I kind of was curious because of the way she was running and how she jumped out of a fucking window.
Did she jump out the window?
She
She bolted out the window. Yeah.
Man, I forgot that.
Yeah.
I thought she just ran out the door.
And I mean, she got shot 3 times with a 40 and like just stumbled. It's
Yeah.
it was not human.
Like,
Yeah. So to catch you guys up, she who was, if I recall correctly, about 7 or 8 months pregnant.
7 months.
7.
She who was 7 months pregnant was very not pregnant.
Yeah, it kind of didn't look like it when she came busting out the window.
Yeah, she was very sick. Fever, coughs, respiratory, all of the things that we would expect. At one point in time, she glossed over and sat down and started sort of monotoning about her and her baby being among the star people.
Oh, good.
At which point was
Star
probably
people
around
are
the
everywhere.
same time that we heard crying upstairs. There was something that was residing in the presumed nursery. It sort of looked like a toddler, but it wasn't. Red eyes, yucky, nasty. Yeah. And it like, it was like aggressive or something, right?
No.
It was slowly trying to crawl out of the thing, is what he told y'all.
Maybe.
It was standing there looking at
Oh, I thought it was trying to
David.
move. Okay.
And David shot it once. And then after that, it looked like a normal child to David. He has not described this to anybody else. But then he asked for help, and you came up there and helped him.
He asked for help. It
Yeah.
looked terrifying to me. And
Correct.
Remains, I think he asked me
Yes,
what it looked like.
he did, and
What
it
does
looked
look like?
it looked fucked up to you, and you continued the onslaught and finished it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
then it exploded.
Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely something that they were right to be worried about.
So do we think we can recognize things? Like, do you feel like you could recognize someone else that's under the influence of whatever this is, or is it going to be obvious to everybody?
It's going to be
They giggle a lot
Obvious to everybody who's not
and stare into
infected.
space.
she was just sick. She was
So-
just very sick.
Well, it sounded like
So
she was out
it
of her
starts out
mind.
subtle. So it starts out more subtle,
But-
like maybe like Remy said, just crazy or something, or just high on something.
She was very confused, very slow, and just, it was like she was dealing with the worst flu. I mean, I think
Okay.
It's almost like they
basically-
disconnect from reality.
Do what?
It's almost like they disconnect from reality.
Yeah, that happened.
Hmm.
It was basically it was flu-like symptoms, right, Zach? Like,
All except for the like manic, as David said, disconnect that
mhm.
would happen every now and then.
But she
It's
was sore. She had a
coronavirus.
fever. She was shivery. She had coughing and sneezing and puking.
We are in Montana.
Yep.
Um,
Margaronas.
So the problem is, we could probably interview someone of a presumably somewhat advanced case like her and know, but
Reasonable.
sort of capping everyone who sort of looks like they might be experiencing flu symptoms. I don't think that we can tell at a glance.
Okay.
I don't think it's that definitive.
So
What were
it
you
almost
guys-
flips on flips on a dime, is what you're saying? Like there's something wrong, but then it escalates towards the end stages. It just fucking escalates out of nowhere.
So we need to be careful because she was certainly a unique case, being a pregnant woman, but somehow getting sick either accelerated her pregnancy to the point that she gave birth at
Had a
home in some
toddler?
way, and this child was either also growing quickly, either in and or out, but the child was definitely not normal.
Okay.
It looked normal at the end.
To you, not to him. Right?
I never saw what he saw.
But what you saw, he's saying it looked normal, but all I'm saying is you're saying it didn't look normal. Like we have two different.
I'm saying that he asked for help. I walked up there. Wasn't the room dark too?
Mm-hmm.
The room was like dark. The child had lesions.
It was covered in fungus.
It
Ew.
had red eyes, glowing
red
red
eyes.
eyes, glowing red eyes,
Yeah.
and like the veins in its face were glowing red. And yeah,
It's not normal then, man. I'm not saying you didn't.
No.
You don't think you saw what you saw, but that's not normal.
Yeah, it didn't look
Well,
normal at first. Then it changed to look normal.
Maybe it's like a
Seems to
defense
look
mechanism
normal.
for this
Seems
thing.
to look normal to you.
After he shot at it and missed.
No, I shot it and hit it, and it looked normal.
Hmm.
Oh.
Sorry.
It had both eyes and everything.
But what if?
After you shot it
What
in
if?
the eye?
Yeah, I shot it in the eye.
Oof.
What if it is like a
So-
defense mechanism? Like what if
Right,
if we try to talk to someone, and they're infected, and I mean, how are we going to make decisions on this? Like,
Yeah, because like
I don't
if the
know.
baby looked normal, you wouldn't have shot it again.
which is exactly what happened.
So that's the problem. We don't know how or why this thing was the way it was. Is that something that, maybe the mom was able to do better than the child? Maybe she was able to keep up appearances and she really also looked messed up? I don't know.
well, if it's viruses affect babies differently, right? I'm asking David and Remy. I mean, like, even if you're sick,
Yeah,
So-
it can.
what if this thing is like that too? Maybe that poor kid, didn't have a chance, but the mom's older. Maybe it took longer to get a hold of her.
And
She's
whatever-
bigger and
Whatever this is created some sort of symbiotic or parasitic relationship
yeah.
with a deceased man, and this is something that she apparently gave birth to. So it may be that it makes you sick, but it somehow got in vitro. And
I guess that's the question, right? Was it born that way? Was it already
Or-
too far gone when she had it, or is it a
DMC.
contagious thing that she infected it afterwards?
precisely.
My guess is it was infected in the womb, and then it matured faster there.
Okay, does that help us? I'm a
No.
monkey brain right here. I shoot things. So
It's sort of, with what little we know, I think it's fair to say, David, that it, if this is something that's somehow able to keep a deceased person alive, it clearly has means to make its host more viable.
Yeah.
So
Those are good points. Yes, acceleration,
I need to go back
viability.
to the coroner's office.
yeah, so here's the problem. I know what contract tracing is. I have no idea how we managed to contact trace this entire town.
Can't.
We don't have the resources for that, and the project doesn't give a shit. If we make
Well-
it seem like this is out of control, I can go ahead and let you in on the secret of how this ends.
Nuke the
Explosion,
town.
fire. Yeah.
Well, I guess the question is, okay, here's a possibility. If this entire town isn't already infected, Sergeant Hayes at the police office, who, by the way, I guess David and Nolan, you guys missed. No, we talked about the footage.
You described it to him in
We
route.
didn't talk about footage. So
Yep.
Sergeant Hayes has already brought up contact tracing.
You did. Correct. And he
did.
gave you I think he gave you the report or whatever to it as well.
Attempt to contact trace this, perhaps with the EPA's help, legitimately. But the problem is we then somehow have to determine which ones are sick and neutralize the threat in some way.
How are we going to tell them what?
Two right now are possibles.
Well, what are we
There
going
were
to
no
tell them
show
to
at work.
investigate? Like even if we could, what are we going to say? Ebola? I mean, how do you convince them to do it? We can't tell them what it is.
I don't know. I need assistance if that's the route we take. I'm just mentioning it as
What I know, we could, as a medical whatever cause for contact tracing.
Say it again. Sorry, I missed the very beginning of that.
So doing contact tracing, would it be something that I would know based on, other groups of people in the past that have died from random
So
medical
you
whatever? Would I know anything?
Yeah, absolutely. So you and David would both be exposed to this. David for obvious reasons, and you for reasons being like exposed to maybe even heavy metals from unearthing things that haven't been unearthed for a while, aka Tutankhamun or whatever Tutankhamun that everybody died from. The bacteria that exploded after they opened their his tomb there. The curse, though. I mean, the curse that killed everybody. Yeah, totally.
So the problem is if we do this, we not only have to come up with an excuse and hope that they cooperate, we also have to find some way to quietly tag and bag these people.
Right.
What if they can warn each other? What if it's like the Borg? Y'all watch that show back in the day? Star Trek?
Yeah.
What if they like warn each other?
It's entirely possible. I'm just trying to go down any avenue that doesn't involve us calling in an A10.
Or, I mean, if she's talking star people, they're connected mentally anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if this is like what you and I had, I mean, if that's the case, I think we're already fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked. So our goal, our mission to be here is to find out what killed him. Not to fix this shit. Find out what.
Well, containing it was part of it.
You want me to say it again? I can say it again.
Yeah,
I got it
please
right
do.
in front of me.
Clarify.
Determine whether Deputy Jacobs' strange condition indicates an unnatural threat. Check. If it does, identify the threat and neutralize it. Destroy the body and minimize human exposure. Look for evidence that can justify restricting the investigation as a classified bioterrorism case. That will allow the program to keep the EPA and the state investigators and local FBI out of it altogether, restricting it to just the agents and the EPA personnel approved by the program for the ad hoc counterterrorism task force that you guys are assigned to. Create a narrative that keeps you guys cleaning this shit up.
Okay.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
I mean, to me, that reads like we have to contain what's already here. We have to, if it's infected, we have to neutralize them. We have to get rid of it, but we also have to keep it from spreading.
Yes.
And I like what y'all are talking about, honestly. Like, I think if we could get real help and have them treat it like whatever we want it to, that'd be great. Because the four of us don't stand a chance, and we don't have any other help we can call in. My biggest
So-
concern is just what are these people, like Remy just said, if they're talking to each other, even if they could have faster telekinesis, pathy, whatever that the other
Well,
people did.
So
Yeah.
let's not jump to too many conclusions, okay? That is very possible. It's jump to conclusions.
sorry,
Very
we're on a
sorry,
wave. We're
exactly.
on the same wavelength today.
Yeah, yeah.
It's-
In fact, this is why we just spend so much time chatting at lunches and things.
That's
because
true.
You're too much in my head.
Are you me?
Right. Yeah. That's when you just sit on the phone all day.
24/7, 365.
Does it?
Let's not jump to too many conclusions. We know that is something these star people can do. We know that that's something that it's not rebirth.
Reverb. And technically rebirth, if you're counting the child, I guess.
Oh, God.
That's something that reverb caused. It's possible, certainly, and something we need to be cautious of. But it's not a known.
How else would they know about the star people, though?
Yeah.
We've never heard that anywhere else.
Fair.
I mean,
they're at least receiving some sort of vision.
My point is, we have to know. We either have to take the risk and then expose it, and then at that point, it's just we do what we do, and there's no plan anymore. Or we have to know that the people we're talking to get this plan in motion of quarantine, we have to know they're not infected. Because as soon as we say anything to them, I mean, you remember when you tried to lie to me and Remy, it didn't work. We couldn't even help it. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
So if we say anything to them, they're probably it's not that I think that we will necessarily like die. It's just I don't think we have any hope at that point of ever fooling anyone.
Well,
but if we
here's step one. Well, step one is finish this discussion and tally what we know. Step two, find these EPA chicks. If they, for the love of God, I'll go get a laser, thermometer, and we'll check their temperature from afar. If that's what we got to do. If they're sick to the point that they're communicating to star people, surely they're symptomatic in some way. So maybe what we do is find and observe. Right?
Yeah.
If we see them coughing and hacking and sneezing, if we see them stopping or something, we got to eliminate them. And it is what it is, but they're going to have to be eliminated anyways. So, maybe plan A is find them, hope they don't seem to be sick. And if not, we get the, hey, this is a classified bioterrorism case. We need your help. We have to quarantine this to find out how far this evil Islamic terrorist attack has gotten us. And cool. Next step. If they do seem to be sick in any way, shape, or form, we have to find a way to trail them and quietly take them out.
It's too bad that we can't pop reverb and just connect with these people and know who's infected.
Shit, it's like someone dumped it all.
Well, even if we had it, I think I would have reservations with doing it because I think it opens your mind instantly, and I don't think we would be able to control because we've already talked about what our plan is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
here's
I have two targets for you.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, so we need to find the two EPA chicks.
No, not those
we need
two.
To check on the coroner.
Coroner, and the CSI guy, the one that came and got the body.
Yep. I also had noted.
Because those two had not shown up for work.
Shit, you're right. He called out too.
Well, let's go find him.
Let's do it.
I have a body at the morgue I need to
So-
take care of first.
Well,
Yeah.
And some tests I need to run.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's what we do. We go back to the coroner's office.
Sorry, that was funny.
We check and see if the assistant is well. If she seems okay, that's great. We try to find some way, whether
She's
whether
probably not happy at the moment either.
why.
I don't care if
She's
she's
been
happy
there
or not.
all day by herself.
Well, that's a
Tough
great
shit.
point. And maybe that's where you step in and say, hey, I worked with the CDC. I got a call from your buddy. He asked me to take this over so you can go relax. Maybe
Hey,
that's our end. Maybe that's our end.
Can I step in for a second? Does anybody? I didn't catch it in my re-listen. Does anybody remember what time it is?
It's at least late afternoon.
So that's what that in my head it was late afternoon as well. It was towards the end of the day. Okay, just making sure. Cool. Okay.
That sounds fair because
Sorry.
we went early and did our first errand. We
Yes.
regrouped and did our second,
Okay.
which became an altercation, which took a long time in game, but in world would not
Yeah.
take very long. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, late afternoon at the latest.
Sounds good. All right.
Depending on
Sorry.
your definition of late afternoon.
Yeah.
I thought it was darker, but
I thought it was too. I
Oh.
thought it was I thought it was like trending on the dark side.
I
of
think
the
we
night.
sort of like logically there was no reason for it to be that late. I think
it-
we sort of all just kind of
Well,
landed there.
After
For
me doing the
reasons-
tests and everything in the coroner's office,
It took him a long time. It several
And then
hours.
the
Just
drive
remember,
out.
we're in Montana in October. It's darker there.
That's true too.
Um,
It's an earlier
What
night.
is what are you saying, Jason?
I said for me doing the test and then the drive out, both would have been taking a little bit of time. Or quite a
There's
bit
no
of
way
time.
I
it's not.
mean-
It's not at least. It has to be at least 4 or 5 o'clock. That's the earliest it can be.
Okay. All right, that's fine. All right, whatever.
So sorry to interject. I just needed it in my head as you guys were discussing things, so I could. Sorry.
Sure.
Please continue.
So we go there first because then we can attempt to take care of his body and deal with her in whatever way she needs to be dealt with.
Oof.
From there, we need to find out where the coroner lives, where the CSI lives, and we need to see if we can get someone who can tell us where in the ever-loving fuck those EPA chicks were bunking up. Were they local? Zach, I forget.
They were not local. No
There was like
one.
a local office, but they weren't local.
You know, that is interesting. Now that you put it that way. My information from my side was that they weren't, but now that you said it that way, it kind of makes sense that they would have been. Like, why would you get an outside source, an outside EPA person when there's a literally local office in Helena? Right.
You said they were here doing some research on something else.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Why does it
Yeah,
matter
so-
that much whether they're local or not?
Well, it
Because they would have a
matters because
house.
I mean, they're gonna have an
If they're
extended
not
stay at
local-
least.
Yeah.
If they're not local, they may be on the floor below us.
Literally on the floor below you guys.
Or the room next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or under your bed
Um,
right now.
That's where the star people live.
Oh
Come on.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You've got both Philip and Nolan who definitely checked every inch of that room when they got back to it.
She's like, I lift up the toilet seat like 3 times. Like, look down. Nope. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think we need to chunk this plan because A, it's gonna get too complicated and it doesn't. We're gonna overthink things, and B, we don't have time to do anything. Don't wait till tomorrow. We have to do at least most of it tonight.
I don't
And
plan
so-
on waiting until tomorrow.
But that means
be
we're gonna
clear.
go to these people's houses at night. Now we need an excuse for that. Why are we showing up at their house at night?
Knock, knock, knock. Counterterrorism force.
FBI, bitch.
I mean, okay, as long as they believe it and open the door and don't say I'm calling the cops.
Here's the deal. I can talk the lingo, and for the love of God, if they just come to the door and don't seem to be out of their fucking mind, we get the fuck out and tell them
I
thanks for
mean-
their time.
Actually, FBI.
Well,
Well,
yes,
I
but
mean-
I'm not. Philip Gordon is not here.
Mr. Frost.
Still.
Agent Frost is here.
Right, but still.
So we need to go check on Lady Chick at the morgue. I want to
I-
rehash this. We need to go
I
check
think
on
that's
Lady
step
Chick.
one. Do you guys agree? I think that's step one.
Well, yeah, because David wants to do tests there.
Yep.
So that knocks off 2 pieces of the plan immediately. And we can also get the address of the coroner and whoever else maybe that worked there. We can get their
Okay.
address.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
place for
yeah.
incinerator.
The only piece that may take time beyond tonight, the piece I think will take the most time is figuring out the EPA people, because I don't know who we plan on
Well-
asking.
So So I think we all agree. Step one is we go back to the coroner's office.
Yep.
We already have a sneaking suspicion that the coroner and the CSI are goners. The coroner assistant is a likely possibility. And frankly, here's the real problem. Right? Deputy Jacobs was at work for a couple days.
So how
Could be the entire precinct.
instead of guessing how fast this spreads, David, can you tell us if you have time? Can
a
you make an
great
educated guess at how fast it spreads? Because it could be, like we've said, it could literally be too late, and we just need to start talking about how we're going to kill everyone in this town, or let the project do it for us. Or it could be we have 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not sure completely. As well, speed of development's probably around 2 weeks, but I'm not real sure on what is it's the spread of it. I don't know if it's going to be touch, bodily fluids.
Time out. Didn't she tell us how? Someone has told us how quickly he went from 0 to 60.
Yes, she did.
I think it was around a week, maybe a
Well,
little less.
Actually, between the timestamp on the video to now, it's about 2 weeks.
Was that the case? Okay.
Okay, 2 weeks is fine too. I thought it was
sounds
around a
right.
week, but I'll go with 2.
I thought it was 6 days since his death, and then at most 3 more days by the time you guys got here.
Okay.
Well, he was trying to backtrace to the timestamp from that video that he showed us. What was?
Oh,
We wanna
yeah,
see
yes, that would
infection to
about lined
death.
up. Yeah, about around 2 weeks ish, I guess you would
Okay.
say. Yeah.
So,
Alright.
at least a week. It sounds like. Great
Okay.
point. So
that's a little better than there's a good chance that case the whole town is not currently under this thrall and we're not just being duped. I mean,
so here's the biggest problem, right? We can talk about how long it's going to take to find these people that we're worried about. We don't have any goddamn idea where patient 0 is. Okay? Because Jacobs is patient 1.
right. I thought
Patient
patient 0 was the guy that I thought you told us you thought that guy was unnatural, the dude that he encountered. Was there something to make you think that he was just a normal dude infected?
Let's rewind a moment, Zach.
Mhm.
He acted sick and then he stopped, right?
So you're talking about who Mr. Jacobs encountered in the video?
He
Yeah.
pulled the guy over. It was
Mhm.
body cam footage. He pulled the guy over
Mhm.
for reasons. Was he?
He was walking on the road. It was
Yeah.
the guy he found.
He was walking
was
on the road
walking.
in a business suit,
He was
disheveled.
walking in a business suit.
And so the Officer Jacobs pulls him over. Hey man, you okay? I'm here to help. And the guy in the
Right.
business suits comes up to him, doesn't really say much. He's like, okay man, let's get you safe. Puts him in the
He
car.
put him in the car and then he puked on him. Right?
Starts yakking everywhere. And then Officer Jacobs freezes for 2 to 3 minutes. Guy gets out of the car, walks away.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
did.
the guy said stopped,
Yes.
stop, and Jacob stopped. But
So-
if it's anything like the baby did to me, that could be what caused that.
let me retract my question and rephrase it. The patient zero guy did not act how Jacobs acted afterward. It did not act how that woman acted that we just killed. He acted differently than both of them. If he's giving orders and doing stuff, that seems, even though he's out of it, that seems a lot more sane and in control than a raving lunatic woman and
yes,
Jacobs.
Given your timestamp of information, yes.
Yeah. I mean, and so I definitely think I guess I shouldn't say patient zero. I guess I should say the source, right?
Yeah, we definitely need. I mean, I agree. I don't disagree with you that we need to know where that guy's going, where he is right now.
So, Zach, we briefly talked at the end of last session.
We did
about facial recognition.
We did. I hinted it. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you hinted that maybe we could do something. I was like, yeah, I want to try and do it.
No, it wasn't me. I mean, it was me, but it was the actual guy that Remy ran over. It was the girl that Remy ran over. Had brought it up that she wished her husband had rambled about it, that he wished that he had the FBI's resources to use facial recognition on the guy he met so he could help him better.
That's what it was. So if we can, I don't know if we need to, I guess point A still needs to be finding as whoever seems to be infected here and stopping it. But we need to get a hold of that tape at some point in time.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess what I would do before we go to the coroner's, so I think we have a general plan. We're going to go to the coroner's office. We sort of know what we're going to do there. What happens there, I think, will determine where we go from there. Presumably after the EPA chick, or do we need to go after the other two first? Chicks.
The other two first.
The other two first. I think EPA is going to be hard to do tonight. Do the other two first.
So I think that makes sense. So tonight, our goal is go there, deal with the assistant, hopefully deal with the other two, and deal with whatever you need to do with Mr. Jacobs and your tests, right?
Yes.
So
you could probably leave me there and go get, while I'm there doing that, you go get the video footage.
Well, I was going to say, while you guys get dressed and your gear together, I'm going to call Sergeant Hayes and, see if he can requisition a copy for me to pick up.
Okay.
So I guess I'm gonna do that before we take off, Zach.
So you're gonna give a call?
Yep. He gave me his number, I believe.
He asked for your number.
That's what it was.
But you can still call the fucking office.
I thought he gave me like a card or something.
You gave him a card. With Frost on it.
You can look up the number if he's still at work.
No, here or there. You can still call him. But before you do that, I'd like to give everybody inspiration. That was amazing. Everybody did really good. Everybody was doing RP and shit. That was awesome. So everybody gets an inspiration.
Woohoo!
I've got two now.
Don't be greedy.
He's the greedy. He's
Why not?
Inspiration hoarder. So he lives. He's the only one left. Oh, that's a beautiful seal.
I use it as my marker when I have inspiration.
I need to fucking make you guys seals. I can make it. I have the shit, and I have my ring right here to make you inspiration rings, and it's Delta Green related.
Nice.
I guess you guys can't see it, but
sort of.
Yeah,
a little bit.
And one day when we see each other again.
Go.
Amy won the
it's a knife
giveaway contest that Wormwood was doing.
Okay.
That is like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different types of wood.
Oh, nice.
It's a very fancy.
Be a chisel.
Very fancy.
Oh, a chisel. Okay. It looked like a knife with a weird
handle. It definitely looks to be kind of like so it supposedly was all weapons, but this particular one definitely looks like a chisel. But that's supposed to be like blades, or rather, that's supposed to be like a bloom or like a gem or something.
That's fucking awesome. That looks really cool.
And it's like the cost of, so this box is Makassar ebony with this little special type of this piece on the end is just an insert on the top and bottom. But this shit that they do, that is like their artisan crafters being told, "Hey, go create something beautiful." They do not do these and sell these. So like,
nice.
Just a box like this with a Makassar ebony pin or a mechanical pencil in it, would be like $200, I think. Not
it's
fucking
very
cheap.
expensive.
Never mind the additional materials and work. It's ridiculously cool. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Share their shit on Twitter and Facebook. Not a lot of people do it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Of course you did.
I was kind of working when you told me to do it. All right. Well, I've got my inspiration marker.
So I don't want David. I don't want you alone. So
Yep.
I know we had issues last time because you decided to go upstairs. So I'm gonna stay with David this time. And if he tries to go towards anything, I'm just gonna pistol whip you. You've had your one warning.
I think that's actually a really good plan.
In his defense,
Okay.
that went from us knowing, hey, I think she's infected, to, well, this is fucked.
I mean, still gonna pistol whip him. It won't kill him.
I don't want to be pistol whipped.
Well, don't do anything stupid and you won't be pistol whipped. Pretty simple. But I can stay with him in case something does happen. Because what if the coroner guy's infected? And another question, David, do you think, I mean, you may know this now, or maybe we can't know this, but is it possible that people react to this differently? Are they not all going to turn into slavering idiots? Maybe that's why the first guy, it kind of seemed more with it. Like, what if what if it reacts to you based on how it thinks it can use you? What if this thing's sentient or something? Like, could the coroner?
The thing is, we don't know how long the guy was infected either. If he is infected.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll stay with you anyways,
Well,
in case something does happen, and just so I'm there. I don't think I can be any use to what Remy and Philip need to do anyways.
So, I guess the real question is going to be is how long these tests are going to take.
I don't know what he's asking for yet, so.
I don't know what he's asking for either.
Yeah.
I was more.
And you were the one
directed
who went to the coroner's office with me the last time.
Yep, sure was. I can talk to that chick that I'm not hitting on because she's like 17.
She's not 17. She's 21.
Same difference. Not hitting on her.
17,000 years old.
Yeah. She's a dragon.
She's a dragon.
That was my attempt at getting David to tell us how long he thinks his tasks are going to take.
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
Can you ballpark
Just
it? Is it
fucking
like, do you
ask him what
think
he's
you can
gonna
do
do.
it in an hour or 2 hours, or do you think, like, you know what test you're gonna do, right? Like, this is a suite of tests.
I'm going to test the sample I got from her, and I'm also going to take a sample to a test from me and Nolan now, since he volunteered.
Great. Just keep in mind our deal.
Yeah, you're not going to pistol whip me, I hope.
Okay, well, what we can do is while you run those tests, I can get this, hopefully get this footage. And then perhaps in the meantime, I'll see if I can find the locations of the coroner and the CSI, maybe from Sergeant Hayes. I'll just ask him if he can provide me their data, since I need to contact trace them. So here's the other question. Should we go ahead and start busting out our cover story tonight, or do we start that in the morning?
I personally think that should be not something planned. I think that one piece should be a reaction. I think we should hold it as long as possible. I think deciding to use it, even though it would probably work, you
Like
may
a
not have
long car
needed it.
ride.
So
Do what?
Like a long car ride.
So I think you're right. I think the problem is it's definitely going to grab attention, but it's also going to be an enabler. So we don't want to hold on to it forever. But
let's try and save it till the EPA women at least. How about that?
Yeah.
How about try not to break the seal till then?
I'll see if I can get away with not having to give Hayes much more, but if I need to, I'll just start hinting at classified things and
To kill him.
yeah, there you. I'll literally give him the. If I had told you, I'd have to kill you, and he won't necessarily know for sure whether or not I'm kidding.
So I guess before we break, I think it's a good plan. I think we need to get the fuck out of character before Zach says. Now it's been 4 hours and everyone's dead. Back in character. I think I know. I'm just kidding. I think we need to all come to an understanding though, at this point, that we may need to actually start killing people in public, just shooting them. So I need y'all to be okay with this, and we need to understand that and all agree.
Here's the problem. Because I agree with you, but they explode. Which means if we do, we have to ensure, we have to know or be real good and suspicious that they're definitely infected. And it's not like we can just shoot them and hope that everybody else runs away. Like, if they explode into a crowd of people, we've got a much bigger problem.
So instead of...
But that depends on how it spreads. You don't even know how it spreads. Like, it could spread without,
I was going to say we could incapacitate them, but that's not going to help because people would try to help them and then get close to them.
So
I don't plan on gunning anyone down. I just wanted to make sure we're all in agreement that if it comes to it, I mean that is going to be something we have to do. And if it comes to that situation, I'm not going to ask again. I'm just going to do it, and we're going to have to be okay with it all on the same team. But it'll be a last resort. I don't plan on going down the street and just capping people.
And I'm not. I'm not opposing you. I'm just reminding you about the secondary effect of killing someone who is infected. Because we don't want to kill one and just...
I wish there was a way we could incapacitate them. If it's a one-on-one situation, that's ideally what I'll say here I'll try to do. Like if it comes down to it, like there's me and David in a room and we know someone's with us, instead of just shooting them in the head, I'll try to incapacitate them in some manner. But
don't you have a taser, man?
Tasers, chokeholds,
I would admit blow their kneecaps off.
Blow their kneecaps off. It's very loud, but it's possible as well.
Yeah,
How much damage do they have to take before they explode?
It sure seems like a decent amount, but we have no idea.
Correct.
I'm just going to work under the assumption death is what causes it. If we see something else...
Yeah. That's a very good assumption, and also... you guys would all put together, like, it depends on the stage of whatever their infection is,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she took 3 or 4 shots and severe body trauma. The miniature thing took 3 or 4 shots before exploding.
Yeah. And Nolan, meta-wise, did not roll very good for those damage shots. So while it was 3 or 4, that seems very extreme. That's very extreme when there were 1 damage roll and a 2 damage roll. You know what I mean? It was very extreme. Now you have no way of parsing that as the characters. But
no, all I saw is her just absorb shots to the back and just stumble a little bit.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so you and Remy are gonna go where first? Me and David, we're for sure. We're gonna get up. Y'all gonna drop us off. We're gonna go to the corners. Where are y'all going?
Remind me, Zach. I'm sorry.
If you guys are downtown, it's all fucking right there. If you guys are downtown, it's all within a 5 miles.
Yeah, so it's all what?
Within like 5 miles of each other. If you're right there, you're right across from the sheriff's office.
Do what?
You're right across from the sheriff's office.
So they could walk over to the sheriff's office across the street, and we could take the car.
They would have to walk about 3 blocks, but yes, they could walk over to the sheriff's office.
Well, we know it's presumably going to take you longer. Should we drop you off, drive back over, and then drive to you? Well, it's 3 blocks from the hotel to the sheriff's office. It's several miles to them.
I don't care. I don't care if we have a car. So yeah.
First.
Yeah, you guys can drop us off. That's fine. We don't need a car. I don't care. I was just trying to figure it out.
Fuck them.
Right. I this way we can We can drop you off. You can get started. We'll go back, get what we need, and we'll come back to you.
Okay. What do you need to bring, David? Do you have everything with you?
Pants.
I already got pants on. Thank you very much.
All right, just making sure.
I put clothes on. I think I have
do we have a duffel bag big enough to have my rifle in it?
Yes.
I'm taking that this time. That's with me. It's in a duffel bag. It's concealed, but I'm not just taking a pistol. Not after all this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So ready, break.
Ready.
If you would like, you can just carry a case in.
It's my utensils.
It's his equipment.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, if we have a case that works, that'd be even better. I just wanted something to hold it.
We brought all the guns packed in Pelican cases.
Well, that's what I'm gonna carry with it then.
Aye, Captain.
I mean, I'm sure we would have picked up some duffels and things, and we picked up backpacks, so I'm sure we got a duffel or two.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, just whatever you'd prefer. I'm just reminding you we have it. Okay,
Pelican case then.
That's the plan. Drop them off. Go to the thing.
Yep.
Go. 6 p.m. Right. That's what I'm calling it right now as you guys are rolling out to doing things.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Let's go. Go, go, go. Speed fast. Go, FBI guy. Speed limits are for nerds.
So, FBI guy drives. He doesn't have a name. It's unfortunate. Drops him off at the corners. Drives with both hands in different directions. Drops him off at the coroner's office.
That's how you tactical drive.
Oh, is that tactical driving? I didn't know that. I'm not tactical.
You never take your hand off the wheel.
Oh, okay. I let go of the wheel. I'm a bad driver. You
never take your hand off the wheel, and your hand never goes beyond that.
Speaking of driving, I looked up Nolan's nephew really quick, Elaine. 75 driving.
He's a way better driver. He's a brand new driver and better.
I know. He's a fucking prodigy. I'm telling you, he's Colin McRae.
We're gonna probably
he's 75 with all the bonuses that got added post shenanigans.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that the case? Yeah. Is that the case? All right, we'll have to make sure we do a Tokyo Drift interlude between the next things. But cool. So who is getting out of the coroner's office? Because it is already. It's fucking getting late fast, so.
Nolan and David.
Nolan and David.
Yep.
All right. Nolan and David get out. I'll let you guys choose. Do you guys want to do the corner stuff first, or the whatever you guys are gonna do first? Up to
ours should be shorter.
We went first last time, so let Chad and Remy. I think me and Jason went first, so let them go first.
That's fine. I approve.
I'm good with either. All I was going to say is if ours should be shorter if you want to knock it out, or you can start theirs, kick off tests, and come back.
No, you guys go. I got to pee anyway, so I'm going to mute it. Okay. Y'all go first.
You better be listening. Negative advantage.
Negative DKP.
Negative DKP. All right. Cool. So drop them off. Kick their butts out of the car. Keep going to the sheriff's office. Did I hear that correctly?
That's where Sergeant Hayes was, right?
Cool. Yeah. So you turn back around, go back towards where you came from. Back to the sheriff's office. Park, get out, go in. See Mr. Hayes there at the front. Okay. Never gets off work. He's always working.
I love it. I was hoping. I did have that thought. Don't worry about it. I step in at a glance. Does he seem unwell?
No.
Not sweating, nothing.
You're gonna make me pull up my you're gonna make me pull up my cheat sheet. Oh, okay, hang on. Pulling up my cheat sheet.
Oh shit! If he's pulling up a cheat sheet, it's how many
pulling up a cheat sheet. Let me let you. I forget the thing. Oh, it's alertness. It's alertness. So you roll that. That is our perception check here. You know, I don't have one of these for D&D, and I should have one of these that has all the skills listed. It makes it a lot easier.
Would it be like human because I'm reading him?
Yeah, you can do human too. That's fine. That's cool too. Yep, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
56.
A 56 under
81.
Excellent. Oh, 81. You're like almost a fucking medium. at this point.
Humint is my highest skill.
With an 81, yeah, he's tired. He's about to end of a shift, obviously. He doesn't seem sick, but he does seem bored.
Good.
And all officers are talking a country accent from this point forward. So.
Okay.
Love it.
As we're walking up to the door, I tell Remy to just sort of keep an eye out for anyone that just even sort of looks sick. And then I'll go up to Mr. Hayes.
Okay. Back so soon.
Yeah, it's a small town. Couldn't find those chicks. Hey, I got a call from the high office. They were real curious about that video footage.
Oh man, you ain't fixing to get us in trouble, are you? I mean, he tried his best, but I mean, I guess he could have done a little bit better, handled the situation a little bit better. But
they got it. Somebody called in something. They're worried about who that guy might be. It's nothing to do with Jacobs.
The man?
That dude that needed help. He, based on the description, somebody in the area was looking for a missing persons or some shit. I just was gonna see if we could get a copy of the tape.
Copy of the tape. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much a problem. Yeah. Just a copy now. All right, hang on. One minute.
No, nothing untoward. They're just somebody.
Right. Yeah, hang on.
One of those.
Now,
I glance over. Do what?
Go ahead.
I glance over at Remy and I kind of look back and I'm like, one of those eggheads thinks there's a connection to something. We keep them happy,
I was like looking around, trying to.
Yeah, I got you, but I do have to officially say that we here at the office all believe that Jacob's behavior was totally uncharacteristic. He definitely must have already been suffering from some kind of ailment. He handled the situation untoward, and I do not believe that reflects the sheriff's office in any way.
No, hey man, we all know, that you gentlemen have discretion for a reason, and he exercised it. This is not about Jacobs. This is just about John Doe.
All right. Hang on. You want that on a floppy? Just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, you got a flash drive? Otherwise, I have to burn one of these dang CDs.
Yeah, here, hold on. I'll pull out my bag. I'm sure I've got a.
Cool. Yeah. Nice. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. That one lights up. Was that ice cream cone? That's nice, man. All right. All right. Here you go. He hands it over.
Appreciate it, officer.
You got one that looks like a lollipop. Is that what you said?
No, a light bulb. Sorry.
Oh, light bulb.
Like a light bulb. And it does light up.
Nice.
All the best ones, too.
Yep. Conference shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you said your CSI. You said he called in today, right?
Kenyon.
Yeah, Kenyon. Yeah.
He called in. Yeah, he called in.
Yeah, you're right. They're wanting to start tracking anybody not feeling well. So I just.
Yeah, his name Chad Kenyon, age 30. Nice fella.
Yeah, they just want us to check up on anybody just in case they might have caught something. You got his residence, just so we can just do a check-in.
I mean, he's probably sleeping. If you called,
well, I'm just trying to avoid having to come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
having to bother somebody again tomorrow.
You mind showing me your badge again? I know it's just silly politics, but all right, Mr. Frost. Yeah. He's at XYZ123.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just gonna check on him in the morning. It's getting late.
Yeah, he was accompanying those EPA people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was
Gotcha.
there with those folks. So
Gotcha.
I'd assume now it's starting to get dark a little bit. Probably turned in for the night. Can't imagine you'd go picking around rocks and soil around the highway for too long before you get tired of it.
I sure hope not. That sounds miserable. Though
That does.
Maybe not on the highway.
I mean, you can only turn over so many piss bottles before you know they're all piss bottles.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Now I know what to avoid. Thanks.
Anytime, miss.
Just a lot of stuff you civvies don't have to worry about, you know. Well,
Thanks.
Mr. Hayes, I appreciate the information. If we can get this stuff cleaned out, we'll get the heck out of here, and you can go back to nice, quiet, beautiful Helena, Montana.
Of course. Mr. Frost and Mrs.
I had a name written down, and now I don't know where I wrote it down. I honestly don't remember what I wrote down. Merchant.
Mrs. Merchant. All right. Well, you see him. He takes a little note down. Okay. Well, I do hope you find what you're looking for and fill me in. Or the sheriff in. You know. I don't work here all the time. I know it may seem like it, but
yeah, I understand that. Yeah, we'll let you know. I mean, we're gonna find. Look, he's not feeling great.
You're gonna pick him up. Hey, you know, if you find him and he is feeling fine, maybe he was playing hooky, and you give me a call, and I'll tell him that he should have gave me his Xbox Live gamer tag, so I could have played hooky as well. Play some games.
I'll let you know.
All right.
Sure.
Cool.
All
right,
care,
well,
Sergeant Hayes, have a good evening.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Actually, I hear I'm gonna go pack my bags and get out of here.
I was gonna say it's about shift change time, I reckon.
Closing time. Mr. Frost.
One last call for alcohol.
That's right, Miss Merchant. See you guys later. Turns around, walks in the back to collect his belongings.
And I'll lean over quietly and say, "Weren't you gonna ask for addresses or people's names or?"
I did.
You got Kenyon's address.
I assumed we'd be able to get the coroner's information from the coroner's office.
Well, I thought you were gonna ask him anyway.
I think the coroner's left up to me and David. I think we agreed on that.
Okay. Never mind.
I mean, I'm sure he could find it, but if he's gonna find it, I could just go do a check.
Okay.
Cool.
We would use the same source, I believe.
Cool.
Right.
You guys, before we cut over, what are you guys up to? Are you going to like the local Steamy Crab or some shit, or?
I'm gonna, as we're leaving, before we get out the door, but once we're out of earshot, see anybody didn't look so hot?
Did I?
You didn't. No. Everybody looked fine. That you did see.
No, there weren't that many people, but I mean, nobody looked visibly ill.
That's great news.
I mean, people look bored out of their minds, but you know, it is Helena, Montana.
Got that right. Yeah, I reckon it's our turn to pick up food and take it on over there. So
cool. Local Taco Bell it is.
You know,
sweet.
Five Guys, burgers, and fries.
Ooh, oh come on! All right, you're bordering on the badness there. It makes me want to go call Five Guys up. Give me some.
They do delivery. I do believe.
Shut up. Cool. So you guys leave, head to Burgers and Fries, which leaves us with Mr. Nolan and David.
What's that chick's name up front?
I forgot. But I will.
Stephanie. It's now Stephanie. Oh, you have her name?
I do have a name. I just have to find my notes here. That's very extensive with hyperlinks.
And what's your alias name again?
Janet.
Jason.
Janet.
Okay.
Nicholas Sharp.
Nicholas. Mine's Steve Kepler. All right. So I guess we walk in. I go ahead of David and hold the door open for him since he's kind of my boss, I guess.
Yeah. So
And,
you guys, as you guys are walking in, like you could see Janet was like at the door as you guys like push your way in, and you hear like keys jangle, and you look down and you see she has her keys in her hand. She was fixing to like lock up for the night.
Janet, I'm really glad we caught you. Hey, it's Steve. Remember we were here yesterday? This is my supervisor, Nicholas.
You mean today? You were here today.
I was gonna say.
You were here today.
It's exactly what I meant to say. Sorry, long day. It feels like it's been a week, honestly.
You know, I was just fixing to close up. With the doctor not being here, and
I need to use the lab.
I pull her aside. I'm like,
and I swap back.
Look. It's really better if you just hey no hey look at me hey we're talking.
Okay.
So it's really better if you just kind of let him do what he needs to do.
Hold
on. Shh. Hey, shh. Put a finger on her lips. Shh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wait, I promise. I'm kidding. I don't do that. I try and keep talking to her and talk over her. I'm like, it's okay. It won't be very long. He's really good at what he does, but I promise you don't want to get on his bad side. He will pull rank. He's one of those people. You know what I'm talking about?
I gotta go get drinks with the girls, and I want to leave right now, though.
Okay.
Give him the key.
Well, how about that? Hold on, boss. I'm getting to it. So how about this? You can go get drinks with the girls. I won't tell your boss that you were holding up an investigation if you give us the keys and let us close up.
I think this is a perfect opportunity for a roll.
Oh, God. Get my worst stat.
Persuasion.
I don't think I have it. Oh, no, I do. Okay. It's just shitty.
Well, give me a plus. You guys you've already been there. Inspiration is you get to re-roll. Give me a plus 20.
Okay, that's what.
Plus 20 as is. You've already wooed her. Not literally that way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. With plus 20, it's 40 under 41.
Excellent. Look at that. Look how that worked out. It's like I know what's gonna happen, right? Cool. She looks down. She's like, all right. And she's like, you guys come find me at the Prancing Unicorn if you want a drink or two. And she undoes the keys and just hands you the key. And she's like, lock up on your way out and bring it to me in the morning. And just hands it to you and walks out.
Okay, God, that bitch really likes her alcohol.
Prancing Unicorn.
So I guess David went back to the back. I'm gonna lock the door since we're in here now. It's just us.
Yeah, you can lock it up. She gave you the key.
I'm gonna lock up and then put my case behind her desk. So my rifle, the case we brought in that looks like tools, it's behind the desk. And I'm gonna kind of do a sweep of I don't have anything better to do. So while he's setting up, I'm gonna make sure we're actually alone. I don't remember how many rooms it is. If it's like 2 or 3 rooms in the office, but I'm just gonna check them real quick.
Yeah. So you would have the main front desk. You would have like the little operating area, and then you'd probably have an offloading area in the back. But that's it, and the rest would be cold in the middle there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I check it just to make sure we're here alone. That's all.
Yeah, nobody's there, but you two, and
Look
dead
for
people.
Spores in the bathroom.
Dead people. Oh yeah. Okay. Good point. There definitely is a bathroom, but it's very clean.
An office for him.
I was gonna say
It's very clean.
bathroom in an office, but it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
So I check everything. Nothing's there. I get the gun case and take it with me because I was just leaving it on the ground for a second.
Okay.
I go back with Jason.
Okay.
So is there a way for do I need to pull the blinds? Can they see to the operating room if someone looks in?
Absolutely not. It's all most of the time underground or completely bricked in.
Right,
never any windows to that kind of facilities. Yes.
Cool. All right. Well then I just go back with Jason with my case and just like, all right. So what are we doing?
As I'm already setting up tubes and getting down to business.
Right on, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you. And pulling out the sample from her.
Be a little nicer to people and.
Cool. So, tell the party what you have planned there, David. I know we're all interested.
Check her sample for the fungus.
Okay. Set it up. Looking for those same markers that appeared on the dead body of Mr. Jacobs, right? Okay, you set that up. You get a slide ready. Start looking at it. 30 minutes goes by. An hour goes by. We'll say 30 minutes. 30 minutes is good enough. You're pretty damn good at this shit. Yeah. Yeah, there it is, right there. She definitely has elements of what you saw in Mr. Jacobs.
As that's working, if I get a sample from me and Mr. Nolan there.
Okay.
Is it a blood sample?
Whatever you want.
Yes,
Okay.
blood sample.
All right. I prick my own finger with my knife and just hold it out to you.
Damn it.
As I bring the needle over and stab it in his arm.
I bite in my finger and rip my digit off and put it on the slide.
Oh my.
After he stabs me in the arm, I just look at him and I pat the pistol that's in my glove. I'm like, okay, keep it up.
Oh my god. Okay, great. David hands you a little sticky pad to staunch the flow of where you already stabbed yourself.
I mean, it was like I just meant like prick my finger. Like, damn, I didn't chop my index finger off.
It hurts. It's smart. It's like a paper cut. Cool. So got a blood sample from both of you guys.
He does as well.
Sets it up, checks it up. You don't need to roll for this. You both see the same signs of what you see, and
baby.
Mrs. Jacobs as well.
So I assume you tell me that I have the marker.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, you
Okay.
don't tell me. All right. So then I ask. I say, well, what do you see? I mean, what does it look like for her versus what we saw before, and then for us?
It's not good, man. But
Okay.
now to see if I can find something that will actually kill this damn thing.
So to clarify, both of them seem to have the same markers?
Yep.
We're both fucked.
They both
Which means
have.
you're both fucked.
They both have the contagion, the unknown contagion.
So
Man, I
bad
thought we
meaning.
rolled and everything was kosher. Okay.
What does bad? What does bad mean? I'm asking David directly. I'm like, do we all have it? Is it different? Is she worse? Can you tell anything? Like, do you think you can understand how this thing works? Like, can you tell how fast it's gonna spread, or like how long it takes?
No idea. Just not my first time saying it.
All right. So what do you want me to be doing other than playing Flappy Bird?
Enjoy Flappy Bird, man.
Roger that.
Roll me to find out the information thus asked of you. Let's see. I have medicine here. What does Mr. David have? Let's see.
Chemistry.
41.
41 under something?
Well,
Oh.
I haven't rolled yet. but that's my medicine.
So let's see. 41. No. Chemistry. Absolutely. And
Chemistry
biology.
60.
Roll me a chemistry with a plus 20% because you also have a biology of 50.
3.
Oh my man, my dude. Yeah. You know, you don't have to say anything. But you would expect that the person under the effect of whatever this may be would probably know or feel symptoms within 24 hours of exposure. So earlier or later. Also, I'm trying to think of what else I could possibly give you here.
Does it have any similarities to things he's seen before?
So,
Like, can you tell? I mean, like it does seem to be fungal, right? I think you already.
Yeah, it's
said.
taking time to go to the pharmacy and just get fungal sides.
the closest thing that matches is fungal, but it's definitely not. It doesn't line up biology wise with fungus, but it's the closest thing that he knows to say it is. You do know that it feeds on heavy metals. Okay. So theoretically, starving it of heavy metals would probably help. However, you don't know if that will kill it or not. You don't know if that will, okay, it doesn't have any food anymore, it's not going to grow and spread. You're not quite sure if that's going to start killing the host or not. And I give me a second. Give me a second to look in my notes here, because there is a correct treatment for the heavy metal part. Cheliation therapy.
Oh, that's how they treat copper poisoning.
There you go. That is a heavy
No
metal.
one doesn't know that, but
Yes. It's an infusion to chemically bind metals to less harmful compounds that can act as an antidote for heavy metal poisoning. Now, you all know that you do not have heavy metal poisoning.
After being exposed, does he see heavy metal though? Because then wasn't the flora doing something weird?
He does not see excess of heavy metals at this time.
And the
heavy metals were mainly in the organs.
Correct.
Were they not?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So let me just talk for a little bit. Putting together what you know, Mr. Jacobs had the same marker, had the same bacteria, or fungus. Okay. You noticed large concentrations of heavy metals in all of his major organs. You right now know that you have this marker while it's not very pronounced. And putting things together, you would have had to just been exposed to it anyways. So you know you haven't been around any heavy metals, okay? At this time. Now, you don't know if there's some kind of heavy metals being created in your body or from some weird unknown circumstance. But you wouldn't expect that to be a problem at this time. But that is the first thing that comes to your mind. If you were under heavy metal poisoning and you didn't want to starve this fungus, you would use this kind of therapy.
Did you actually ask me to do something in character, David? Were you joking about me going to a pharmacy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is there anything else
so that takes about 30 minutes for that test. I imagine it's probably about time for us to roll up.
Yeah, probably about 30
it'd be about
to
an hour. If you ran 2 tests.
You had to do 3 tests.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. They weren't concurrent.
Yeah. You guys can roll up if you want to. David, is there anything else that you wanted to examine, investigate, ask me?
I do want to pull the body out and see what state it's in.
Okay. Roll it out. It looks exactly the same as he found it before. Like, it's not decomposing.
I guess I say one thing, like, that doesn't look... Shouldn't that be, like, gross? More gross? There's sciencey guy?
Yeah, it's not decomposing at all.
It's cold, but not that cold.
Uh-huh. So is it double tap time?
I don't think it's... From the samples I've seen, it's not bringing him back to life, but it's keeping him in basically a suspended state.
So do you think if we hadn't have splatted that woman, if Remy hadn't done her best GTA impression, do you think that she would have died but been in some kind of weird... you're not saying it would have kept her alive, right? She probably would have still, if I had kept shooting her, she probably would have still died, but she
would have
would
died and stayed in that same state.
Okay, so holes and all, just blood leaking.
The baby also exploded purely from gunfire.
No, it exploded because of the fungus. They both exploded.
Well, point being, it wasn't being run over that made her explode.
Correct. It was the fungus exploding.
The fungus seems to explode when the host dies.
So why did I guess I asked that question to David, why didn't this guy explode? He's dead. He's been dead. Can it pick and choose?
My guess is those were not mature enough yet.
Okay.
I'm going to give you advantage. Again. Just for this session.
Just for the session.
Just for the session, David. That's very good.
Yeah.
So they weren't mature completely, so they exploded trying to go to a new host.
So you're saying it's almost like when it gets to a certain point, it's like pollen or something. Like it wants to go elsewhere, but maybe this dude, died too quick.
Either that, or it needs the heavy metals to get into this happy place.
My guess is that she did not have enough heavy metals in her system for the fungus to flourish.
Huh.
You guys are amazing. Good job.
So I want to recap real quick. The only thing Nolan knows and understands is that stuff was bad, and what you just told me. Is that right, David?
Yeah, and you're infected.
You told me that?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you didn't. All right. Okay. All right. I want to make sure that I knew I was at this point. Okay. All right. I'm good.
Yep. You're infected. I'm infected. My guess is the other two infected. We'll find out when they get here.
At that time, you guys roll up, or you call them.
Pick up the
I
phone.
would have called when I headed that way.
Go for it, man.
Yellow.
Go for it, man.
Hey, we're headed your way. We picked up some burrs.
Oh,
Great. Come here and get the worst news of your life. See you in a minute.
Great. I don't say a word to her. Actually, it would have been on Bluetooth in the car, I'm sure.
shit.
I watch for them because I want to make sure if someone knocks on the door, it's actually them. So I'm watching for them now from inside.
The Popo pulls up, aka them.
Okay. Open the door for them. Come. So I guess
And the fries.
As they walk in, I have 2 needles waiting.
To what?
2 needles for samples. Please sit down.
Yoink, yoink.
Can I eat first?
Nope.
Hold it out.
Take samples.
Yoink. All right.
So the good news is, looks like the food's good. The bad news is, me and David both have that shit, and I'm pretty sure y'all are going to too.
Go ahead. Fine.
She might not. I certainly do if he's got it.
You guys,
Ran her over the fucking car.
You're in the car, and you kept
And
going.
it poofed.
Eddie Bauer filters, air filters.
That are 20 years old.
20 years old.
Yeah, right.
That's right. It's an old fucking car, right? Oh.
So how long does it take? 30 minutes per test? You said it's not concurrent,
We'll
so
say
we're
it
like
take-
hanging out for an
We'll say
hour.
it takes
Like,
about 45 minutes. He's got to prep it up and then look at him.
All right.
45 minutes. Yeah, you want to know the results? David knows. You guys want to know?
Yeah, we're all fucked.
David will tell you that both of you don't have the markers.
oh,
Looks like
Wow.
interesting.
only
They got it at the corner, not from the explosion. They got it from that.
as he
and I-
points down at the body on the
I
table in front of him.
And bring it in.
You do what and bring what in?
I go get my fucking gas mask.
Okay.
A little late.
I mean, we've all been in. So if it is that, I think you guys may end up developing it, if that is true, because we weren't in here. I mean, we weren't like sniffing the body or anything.
No, but we were checking it
I
out.
mean,
Fucking
about-
cutting
We had
it
our hands
open.
in it.
You guys were
What about
fucking
chick up
cutting it
front?
open. What about the
What?
girl
I
up
mean-
front? Oh, she went to go.
Yeah,
She told you she was going to the prancing unicorn.
I know. No, I'm talking out loud about what could have exposed us. I don't doubt that it is the body as well, but I don't think Philip and Remy ever saw her because me and David are the only two that have come here twice now.
I don't think
So-
she was actually working in the body, so I don't think she
Okay.
got infected.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly would not have intentionally been eating my food in the operating
No.
area.
God.
And
No,
I'm
is that
assuming-
ketchup? Oh, no.
Right? And I'm assuming
It's
you
got a little
probably
iron
didn't leave the body out in the middle of the world when you checked it. You probably put it back in its frozen drawer.
Tell David, what did you do with the body after you finished checking it?
I had to put it back in.
All right, you're okay then. I will say for the party's knowledge, I did ruin Stacy's appetite today when I was telling her the stories of the last 15 minutes of our session last time.
Aw.
I was so excited though.
She's like,
I was so excited to tell her about it.
Amy again.
Yeah, probably.
She
You're
just
gonna
told me.
murder me.
She told me that she was very excited when we got to meet in person again. So hopefully, I come up with something that we could all play when that time comes around.
GTA.
GTA.
So hold on, but back in character. So if you and I'm talking to David. So if you and I have it, and we're saying it's from this guy, then does that mean there's something with that maturity you were explaining to me? Because you and Philip got fucking dosed. I would argue way more than me. But maybe is it not as infectious the longer it matures? I mean, that wouldn't make sense, because why would it seek a new host?
I think it's the opposite.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite. I think right now it is fully mature and it is trying to to
The
spread itself.
explosion
Okay.
is the last ditch effort.
Okay.
This host is not strong enough to
bec-
keep it alive.
And because
But,
we did,
but why
much as
wouldn't you
we
be
did,
infected then?
Because we hosed off, ran away from the
We
exposure.
held our breath. We hosed off immediately. We put on hazmat suits and gas masks. I don't think it's as infectious in that explosion. That's just its last ditch effort.
Well, that's what I'm talking about in character, though, right? Because we were worried and assuming that the explosion was extremely infectious, and I think this proves it's not.
Yep, it's not.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
this body that's more infectious than it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The fully mature variety certainly.
And
seems-
evidently, gloves and bodysuits don't help.
We need to burn this thing. I think we got some more thermite in the car.
Were you in full hazmat when you checked on him last time?
I was in gloves and aprons.
Yeah,
I was
just standard stuff.
Standard PPE.
Yeah. Goggles, apron, gloves. So
Burn it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being
yeah, I mean,
serious.
like,
we don't have to use
the
thermite,
more
but we need to.
incinerator, right?
Yeah, we need to use the whatever
you.
handy dandy furnace this thing has.
Okay, here's the
I
question.
don't think there's a furnace here, is there?
Yeah. Oh, for ease of life, yes. There's a crematory right there.
Yep, it's
Awesome.
going in there.
Yeah, he's Morgan Mortician because it's a small town, conveniently.
Yes.
Well,
of
then,
course.
me,
of course.
David, are you done? Because I'll handle the bot. I'm already infected. I don't want
Yeah, I
them
was
to
gonna
touch it.
say,
They're not touching
is
it.
there any reason to hold on to it?
Fuck
I
no.
don't think, right?
Unless I can find a way to kill it, which I hope I can find a way to kill it.
Here's the only question. Is there any, could you use him as opposed to you to test a treatment?
We could take a sample of him, chop his hand off. I'm being serious. Chop a portion of him off.
I'm sure
And
there's
keep,
a jar
and keep
around
that
here.
to test
fucking
with.
everything I fucking run, we're chopping hands off.
I mean,
It was feet last time in D&D.
so how much do you need to test with?
Just small samples.
Okay. So if we cut off like a square of skin and drew some, well, there's no blood left. If you got some tissue and whatever viscous fluid is in there,
Yeah.
you can keep it. Then we could cremate the body.
Blood around here somewhere else, but it does. I guess the blood doesn't matter because we could just take blood from one of you.
It doesn't need the
But-
blood. It's just any part of him right now is infected.
So let's do that then. I mean, do you want to cut it or me?
I'll take a
While
sample.
they pop back in there, I'm going to go into the
Office?
mortician's office and look for anything that seems to be a home address.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
Say again,
While
Remy.
they do whatever they're doing, I'm going to go to the other room.
I can't see you, so I can't read your lips, Remy.
She said she's
Yeah.
going to help.
Sorry.
Yeah, Amy.
Okay.
When you move away, your Chad's mic is clipping. It's either
Yeah.
clipping or not picking you up. One of the two.
Sorry.
And
I'm done.
I rely
It's-
on the reading of lips a lot, so
Well, and it's
yeah,
it's the
me too.
cardioid pattern. She's over.
Oh,
I
okay.
was over working on stuff. Yeah, I was cleaning up.
Word.
My bad. I'm done.
what did you say though? What are you doing?
Going with him.
Going with them. So you're leaving while they're just taking care of some shot?
We're getting out of that room
Yeah.
Okay.
and going into the office.
Okay, cool. Sounds
I'm
good.
assuming
I would have
it's
made you leave any vicinity of the body once I found out you were not infected. I wouldn't have let you back there anymore.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Well, last I knew it was still in the drawer, so I'm gonna try to find an address.
My drawers. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's just say that you find some home mail for like a bill or some shit in the drawer that he was taking care of at the office. Okay, so you get a home address, probably a couple miles away.
I figured at the very least I'd get a name I could look up.
Absolutely, yeah. No, but you got an address that mail was sent to. I forget his name at the moment, but we can hash that out later. The people in the back, what are you doing?
Timothy
Ebert. Sounds so familiar.
I'm waiting for David to cut out his samples because for all I know, you have to cut them a certain way, and then I'm gonna just fucking lift the body and take it in. We have gas masks in the car, even though I'm already infected. Unless David tells me otherwise, I'm gonna put it on because maybe it's like a what's that thing they guessed at COVID? Viral load is gonna make me sicker.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a gas mask on unless David tells me not to before I move the body.
Can't hurt.
Well, I mean, so like this isn't an office filled with strongmen. Like I'm sure there's a way to just roll it in.
You can roll.
I thought you would have to get it onto a stretcher at least to roll it to the crematorium.
Oh, fair.
My personal perception of the idea would be that these drawers open up in such a fashion that you could roll a fucking thing underneath them and just kind of pop it up and roll your body out without any help. That is my perception of the situation. So we're just gonna go with that.
Unless you guarantee me that I get no sicker by not putting a gas mask on, Mr. DM, I'm gonna go put a gas mask on.
Just saying, I don't think we need the strong man.
I'm not gonna guarantee you anything.
Fireman.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sorry. I didn't mean to make it sound like that. I was gonna carry him to a stretcher and try and move him that way. Either way, before I touch him, unless
more touching of the body will probably be more harmful than actually breathing in.
Like an old guy and a weak guy can definitely take care of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I put on another guy.
I put on heavy duty gloves and a gas mask, and then just roll whatever I have to do to get his ass to the crematorium. I fiddle with the knobs until I see it go whoosh.
Okay. Do you lick the body?
Yes, I lick it and I eat his toes
Right.
slowly.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. That's what I thought.
Only with a nice Chianti.
Suddenly, Philip comes in the room and a tentacle bursts out of Nolan's head.
The Worcestershire sauce tastes delicious, but the tentacles are awful.
We find out that's the actual cure for it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, eating the dead flesh. Okay, so we have samples.
Look at that girl. Look at that girl right there. Look at her.
Yep.
What is she doing?
Oh, he's a puppy.
Needy girl is needy.
Okay. Yes. So the plan I'm hearing is you're getting the body together. The two infected are getting the body together, rolling it over to the crematorium, and stuffing them in and cranking up that fucking heat. Yes.
Yeah, literally as high as it will go.
All right. Cranking up that fucking heat. You wait several minutes until you're reduced to nothing but ash inside of there.
Okay.
Gone. Body gone. Mr. Jacobs destroyed. Better mark his sheet. Saying so.
We did take samples. I did say that explicitly. David has the samples he thought as being enough. Maybe they're not, but he thought that was enough.
Yeah, so
we have those.
Okay. Yeah, rolling back samples, you grab some like chunks of skin, chunks of blood. What'd you get?
Basically like a little 2-inch section of skin.
2-inch section of skin and maybe a vial of blood or a vial of liquid
juices.
Yeah. Sounds good, my dude. Sounds good. All right. That being done, the chimney chimney now emitting a gray smoke of human remains, smelling slightly of barbecue.
Long pork.
Yes. The tallest pork.
So I guess if we're done in there, I'm gonna walk back and check on Remy and David.
They're eating burgers.
Oh, they're eating now. Okay.
Oh, I assumed we had before. Regardless.
Either way, did y'all? So you found his address?
Yep.
And you already told me? I think that you found the other guy's address, or you talked to him and got the.
In my head, I told you
I'll ask
then. The phone call was much shorter than originally intended.
I'll ask what you guys found at the police station.
Well, I've got a tape and an address.
Who we calling first, or who we playing a house call to first? I mean,
So
First infected would be the CSI guy, then the coroner.
Yeah. Because we know the coroner's definitely infected.
I don't know that an hour makes a difference, but sure.
Yes, he is most definitely infected.
Okay. So I have a question before we keep going for David. Do you think it's worth like me and you wearing those like N95 style masks the rest of the time we're around these people? Like not even just for Remy and Philip, but for everyone we come in contact with.
I think it's worth us carrying an incendiary grenade around our neck.
Okay,
Ooh,
but masks or no,
morbid.
do you think it matters?
I don't think it'll matter at this point.
Even if it doesn't,
those two are not infected, and he was pretty damn close to her.
Okay. So how about this? How about we agree that we try not to play tonsil hockey with each other, and if we start developing any symptoms of like a cold or anything, we'll reevaluate.
And by the way, we should be showing symptoms probably in the morning.
Excellent.
So, side note, if we show up in the morning, all of us wearing equipment, maybe if we have to talk to anyone, perhaps that's the time to pull the pin on bioterrorism. It potentially keeps us safe from you, potentially keeps you safe from yourself or getting worse, and protects hopefully them from us and us from them, and leads credibility to story.
Okay.
So, and obviously we're gonna want them for our
take her PP.
Yeah,
which means I
take
have
her,
to take her outside.
Take her outside.
Myself,
she's got to go.
Go out back.
Yeah, she's got to go.
Yeah. I don't know if Amy mentioned the deck people.
Yes, tell us. Yes, they of course were not able to come in. They had to reschedule. Correct.
For once, something was early.
Oh,
so they did our garage doors yesterday, and yesterday afternoon I get a call from the guy, and they're not for Mike and Jason's sake. They weren't supposed to be here until end of next week or the week after. And they called and they were like, "Hey, can we start tomorrow?"
Whoa!
So somebody showed up last night at like 9 p.m. and
holy shit! How did you send me that fast?
Driveway for the dumpster, which was here at like 6:30 or 7:30 in the morning, and the crews were all here at 8.
That's fucking insane. You lucked out, really.
My entire deck, except for
I'm looking at it, Chad. That's crazy.
Oh, she sent a picture.
She sent a picture.
I have no idea how she sent it that fast. She had to have had it prepped. But yes.
She already had it from earlier. She took it earlier. Yeah.
That's insane, dude. How did they do that? You better. What the fuck?
Here's how they did it. They sent 2 Mexicans.
That's it. 2 people?
Racist. They could be Puerto Rican. They could be Italian. You're fucking racist. You're canceled.
You are canceled,
they're
sir.
Mexicans because Mexicans are crazy and will do anything.
That's true.
That is insane. I cannot believe that.
Seriously though, two Hispanic gentlemen.
No, they're Mexicans, 100%.
Very hard all day.
Wow.
From 8:30 to 4 or 5. I have a trailer in front of my.
Okay, so we were talking about masks. I think since we're here in this, I'm assuming there's like a box of like N95s or equivalent somewhere.
In the coroner's office?
Yeah.
N95
like
fireworks?
No, N95 masks. Just
masks.
the shit you can get off Amazon.
Masks. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, not fireworks.
Fireworks would be better.
We have some other stuff we can use for that.
Why is that? So I will tell you guys. 2 days I have been away from social media and Reddit, and that is the answer you guys get. Just so you know.
Nice.
I am that disconnected from reality.
We could get fireworks and shove them in people and blow them up.
What do you think the law is? It's just a giant firework.
Fucking law.
Yeah.
The long arm of the law.
We can shove it in someone for sure. So I say that to say that I want to bring the masks with us in case we want them.
So
he grabs those.
We're just gonna steal.
Nitrile. I grab a box of gloves.
Gloves, antiseptic, fucking
hand.
Yeah,
I'm totally like, hey, can we refill our first aid kit?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to do a test on the drawer that he was in.
Okay.
It's contaminated.
Okay, so you're testing the where he was laying, tell me what you're doing.
I'll get a sample from where he was laying, then I'll get another sample from one of the sides of the cabinet, the drawer.
Absolutely. Okay, sounds good. Good. Grab both samples. 30 minutes later, as you guys prep that. Go ahead.
Well, finish what you're saying, and I'll do my rewind in a second.
30 minutes later, you see that both are testing positive for this contamination.
We have to burn it down.
Burn it down.
Do you think, so the whole building is contaminated? Is that what you're saying?
Here's the real question, boys.
The drawer is contaminated, and I don't see any way to decontaminate it other than burning it.
Did we just aerosolize it?
I mean, what's done is done.
To the birds.
Fire purifies all.
Do we need to test the chimney?
By fire be purged.
I believe I would imagine.
If you test positive, I'm just calling Emily.
No, I mean, but for real though, we can test it, but the fire has to be able to kill it. If fire's not killing it, if that hot, we need to leave and we quit now.
If the fire,
we just need to call in an airstrike and just lay down.
Okay. So
say it.
Let's just say David's like, okay, guys, let me test the chimney. You know, he tests that shit. It does not test positive. The crematory does not test positive. The chimney does not test positive.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Slim, but yes.
So yeah. So we're at like almost 8 o'clock.
All right, we're at 8 o'clock. We have our stuff done. We have our tests done.
Yeah. So while he was making those tests, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my laptop, slap in the flash drive.
Homestarrunner.com. What?
You know, do I have some? I guess I'm gonna run it, find some different shots of the face. Feed them up at databases.
Absolutely.
Database high.
Yeah. You're not getting any hits off of it.
Nothing.
You know that you can ask one of the personnel to continue that and go into the advanced databases and run it a longer test. Probably take about a day to get back results.
Is it what it? Do I have enough ground cover that I can do that without like? Is it a normal everyday request, or is somebody?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It is a normal everyday request, but if you wanted to contain it yourself, I would make you roll, and then we would say, hey, it's contained by yourself, and that would be that. And it would just still take a day, though.
Well, I just didn't want to I don't want to.
You don't want to involve somebody else.
Red flag.
Yeah. That's fine. But
I mean, if it's a normal thing, then I'm going to call the eggheads. They'll be like, yeah, sure.
That would be the case. I mean, think about your everyday life and working and shit. People send you shit all the time, and you're just like, okay, I'll handle that, no problem. You know, you don't look any further into it. You just take care of it.
That was my assumption.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I'll ship it off, and we'll go do our thing.
Okay. Yeah. So you ship it off. You probably get a phone call back. You know. Say, hey. Well, whatever name you use. I guess you would probably use Philip. You know, that'll probably take a day. We'll give you a call sometime tomorrow. And let you know what we come up with as this runs in the database.
Thanks, Terrence.
Yep, Terrence is cool with that. So he's got that in the works, which is good.
Would I know how to make a flamethrower?
Well, I know someone that does know how to make a flamethrower.
Well, with my chemistry, I probably would too.
Absolutely.
We have the means between us to make a flamethrower.
We have the ability.
We need a flamethrower the drawer.
I mean, we have more thermite grenades though.
I don't want to burn the entire place down though.
So
I mean,
yeah, you can't. You could burn the whole place down, but guess
I can do whatever I want to.
You can.
True. As I walk out the building.
You can. I revoke my statement. You can do whatever you want.
All right, I got it. I pull out a Molotov and the lighter I keep around for being able to get information out of informants that are smokers.
I don't think that'll burn hot enough.
Throw it in the drawer. Close it.
I don't think we could make a flamethrower here. Like I think realistically, our only option would be to make
ethanol.
You're gonna have fucking large containers of 99% ethanol.
You guys need to define what you mean by a flamethrower.
Correct.
Impromptu.
All right, so define it. Tell me what it is. I gotta know.
Presumably using this Tanko gas that is in here.
Tanko gas, Goblin. That's Goblin-esque.
Some sort of aerosol spray, because I'm sure they've got just fucking cans of Lysol. Because there's no COVID here.
And how are you gonna control this flame to not burn the whole building down like my thermite grenade would? How are you gonna control the output of the flame?
Close the drawer.
I mean, my assumption is.
Well, he's already got the drawer burning.
All right, I was kidding 1,000% about the Molotov. To be perfectly clear.
No, I didn't think you were serious about the Molotov. I'm talking about Jason wanting to do the thing.
Certainly not under that assumption.
I'm gonna step away and I'm gonna get another drink. I'm gonna take a shot real quick, and while you guys decide this, and I'll be right back.
Because I challenge that we can't control this flame. There's no way for us to control a flame like that. We could make one for sure.
It's metal drawers.
But I'm talking about getting it in the drawer. Like you don't. It's not this perfect stream of laser or lightsaber that doesn't have any splash and doesn't burn anything else.
Ew, that makes me sick.
Oh, don't look then. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool the first little bit watching it, but now.
Hairspray plus lighter is not a good idea.
No, that would be okay with that, but how's that going to be hot enough? Because if he said a Molotov's not hot enough, hairspray and lighter is not going to be hotter.
Oh, wait, somebody said Molotov's not hot enough?
David did.
I don't know if it would be or not. Probably not, though.
So my contention is getting something that burns hot enough that would produce a large flame. How do you control it without a nozzle and a system to control the flame? You're going to burn something else besides that drawer. If we're okay with leaving evidence and maybe destroying half the room, it's still a better idea than a thermite grenade, but it's not going to be like this clean solution.
Here's the problem. We've got to neutralize it somehow.
Yeah, agreed.
Other than fire, kill it?
That's my next question is, can we douse it in...
I haven't found anything yet that will kill it.
We've not looked yet, though. You haven't looked for anything, have you?
Not.
I didn't think you did those tests.
Yeah.
You did test for things to kill it?
This would be a good place to test for things to kill it, though.
Okay, well, it's 8. So it's 8 now. Do we want to? We can stay here as long as who cares? We have the keys. Who gives a shit? But do we want to forfeit talking to anyone else and try and just experiment tonight?
So
honestly, we have limited time here in a sense, but we have the entire lab to ourselves. I don't see why.
The only question is, if we're going to try and go to CSI and coroner, the later, the more questionable.
But if it's already 8 o'clock, like that's already
right. I'm saying if we spend any more time experimenting here, we can't see them tonight. That's my point.
8 o'clock is impolite.
Unless we split up.
Yeah, well, yeah, we could definitely split up, but
know that that's a great idea, but we could.
Yeah, split up.
So, is the test that he is performing something that he needs this lab for?
We wanted. I thought we were going to try and sterilize the drawer. We need the lab because the drawer's in the lab.
If what I'm wondering is, can we
Oh,
apply
they need a microscope and some other equipment to actually test for it.
You need an advanced microscope and some slides. That's pretty much
Can we
it.
apply test 1 to the drawer, re-swab, close, test while we go?
So you've already done test 1. You know it's infected. Is that what you mean?
No, we're trying to figure out how to kill it because
so burn it, whatever you guys decide to do, and then test again and leave and see if the test on the road.
Someone said that Molotov wouldn't be hot enough to kill it for some reason.
Yeah.
So the question was, should we try non-fiery methods that might be here in said?
Do it to it. I mean, you tell me what you guys do. I am only a vessel of your.
I'm catching you up. I'm catching you up. Like that was the conversation.
Okay.
And David said it would be a good place and/or our only place.
Yeah.
To test.
Yeah.
So rather than staying all night, we could. Well, we have samples that are alive.
Yep.
That are not contained in our friends.
Yep.
That we can test upon. So my suggestion was simply, can we perform a test, take the material, and can he test it on the way or en route to or whatever, or when we get there?
It would be hard to do en route. It would be hard to do en route. But
I guess
you could take a sample after your cleansing and test it later.
I guess the real question is like, this 30 minutes of time, is that time that he's like staring at the microscope and watching what happens?
Yes.
Or is that time that it's a vial, it's got a sample and a whatever?
He's watching it.
It's observation.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I guess the question is, do we strike while the iron's hot and it's not technically too late to politely go to these 2 locations and come back and assume / hope that nothing has changed here, or do we do something now and then go later to these 2 people's homes? What's the team think?
I'm curious about something. It thrives on heavy metals. The drawer is made of some sort of metal.
Steel?
Probably stainless steel.
Stainless steel, I would think.
So it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be a heavy metal.
I don't believe that counts.
Yeah.
So my other question is, can it survive outside of the body? Obviously, we do not know that because it could be one that it aerosolized out of his body onto the surface long enough for us to take samples, but after a certain amount of time, does it go away on these surfaces? Obviously, we don't know that, and that would take time and whatnot.
Right. Well, that kind of brings us back to the thing, right? We either take tonight and do a bunch of tests and gain some knowledge or no knowledge, or we forego the tests. We probably don't get the opportunity to do them again before things could be too late, and we go talk to people.
That's what I'm worried about.
You could leave me here to run the test as you guys go do.
I don't think it's good for either of us to be alone right now.
No, you don't need to be alone.
So no one is going to be alone, and unfortunately, I do what?
Oh, sorry, I just said shit because there's only 30 minutes left.
I don't think anyone is going to be alone. I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the 2 of you should remain isolated together if we can avoid it. What we could do is Nolan and myself could go to this visit.
Well, we won't be showing symptoms until tomorrow. That'd be the first signs of symptoms we have.
Theoretically, yes.
From what I've seen, that'd be the case.
From what you've seen, that's consistent and what we would expect, which will be good information if it does or does not happen. In the meantime, do we split and send he and I to try and make at least one of these house calls and leave you 2 here to perform tests?
She's not allowed in here.
How about we can go. We can do that together. I'm fine with going with you, and I'll leave a gun for Remy in case anything does happen. In case we're wrong about the time frame.
I do have a pistol.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you're good.
he has at least a pistol, right?
I have a pistol and an AR pistol.
Yeah, so
It's basically
you
an
have a
SMG.
pistol in there, and she has a pistol. I can leave the shoddy or my rifle again with her.
I'm not worried about them fighting something against you. I'm worried about him turning early. It was for her protection, not for the both of them.
Well, then why is we'll leave those weapons in the front with her or wherever she's hanging. Sound good?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Do not try to prank.
Yeah, do not. I would advise against you. Do not prank. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
don't prank me, bro.
Don't. I've had enough.
Okay, I'm fine with that plan. That way we at least get one house call done.
Okay, so can someone summarize very quickly exactly what's happening? Who's going where?
Me and Philip are gonna go do a house call. Remy and David are staying. He's gonna do more tests.
Cool. And Remy's staying in the office.
Foyer, I guess so, yeah.
Foyer,
she's
lobby.
well. David doesn't want her in the room with him, so yeah. She's somewhere other than the operatory.
I'm not in the room.
Okay.
Like door.
Does this place have cameras?
No.
Okay.
No,
I didn't know if it would have like perimeter, exterior.
No.
Oh no, I give the keys to Remy too, to lock up. So you have the office keys now.
You have the office keys. You could burn it and leave David in there if you want to.
Yeah, I'll lock the door before you leave, or after you leave.
Well, I will lock the back door too.
So, my friends, tell me what's happening at this point. Then.
All right, we're going, David.
Wherever you want to go.
To the coroner first, right?
Do what?
You suggested the coroner first. No,
CSI agent first. It'd be the first one in the chain.
He'd be the first one in the chain, though the coroner was definitely exposed while he was in exceptionally contagious mode.
They both were.
Would the CSI have been around after Jacobs died?
Yeah, he wasn't picked him up and brought him in.
Literally is his job.
Sorry, you're right. I thought he was involved earlier for some reason before Jacobs passed, but he was the CSI that investigated Jacobs' death.
So let's go see CSI guy then.
CSI guy it is. First known exposure other than the other known exposures, sans one, that are accounted for.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. You still got that police scanner up?
Oh, absolutely. I was going to mention that, and then we kept getting distracted with other things. I would have kept that thing the entire time, especially like while we were like getting ready at the hotel earlier.
Yeah.
After the actual call about that, did any other shenanigans occur?
Yeah. Basically, what comes across towards right close to you coming out, they post across several codes, basically, possible investigation on some gas, and also there's high potential of some investigations on dead bodies.
Nothing heightened or out of the ordinary, though. Sounds like.
Correct. Like you would expect this within a gas explosion.
Yeah. This sounds like a normal reaction to what we saw.
Yeah, I would say so.
Or indirectly caused.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing we could really do to adjust, even if they were suspicious of us at this point.
They'll be bringing bodies in.
They don't have a coroner right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear that and I call back and I'm like, "Hey Remy, keep an ear out on the phone. They're doing some investigations on that other place. They may be calling that office."
Okay. I will make sure not to answer.
Just answer and pretend to be Janet. Tell them that the coroner's out.
Janet wouldn't be here. I mean, she should not answer. It's too late.
Too late.
I'm not gonna answer.
Fair.
Too late for the date.
Fair.
Which makes me. Go ahead.
So just for note, I'm gonna be looking through the coroner's report.
Sure.
I have gloves on and everything. I'm not touching shit.
Yeah. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Doesn't help.
Because we kind of hashed over this last session, so
Yeah,
I want to.
I'm just saying that's what I'm gonna be in there. I'm bored out of my mind.
Cool. Okay.
I mentioned it before. I'm going to mention it again, and hopefully that she's on board. I'm definitely gas mask.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've been.
Gas mask. nitrile gloves, that deal. Okay. So, my friends.
Abundance of caution.
So, you guys are headed to the location of the
Chad Caviezel or whatever his name is.
Chad
CSI guy.
CSI man. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Doesn't matter. Go.
Yeah,
Chad. You go to his house. 8:15. What do you?
Any lights? Any noise? What's
front porch is off, but you can see that there's some light from the inside.
Is there any? I mean, I've been on stakeouts. Like, I mean, is there any movement? Is there anything that?
How long do you wait?
I'd probably wait 5 minutes.
5 minutes? 5 minutes. You can see what looks to be like probably TV flashes from the downstairs living room.
Any shadows moving around?
No shadows moving around, but probably the TV's on downstairs.
Okay. All right, Nolan. You want to let me do the talking? You're my partner. I'm the FBI guy. We're here to investigate related to this BS case. Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah. As a really quick, are we actually wearing gas masks? Because that looks really fucking weird, even for a bioterrorist event.
That's a good point.
Hello.
Like that's a little much. I mean, I'm
thinking the N95.
Yeah, I would think that would look a lot better.
I have the gas mask with me.
Remember, this is not COVID era, so this is not something that the United States is aware of or okay with. Masks are the sin.
No, but
it's reasonable given the current circumstances and this heavy metal poisoning and EPA involvement.
Sure.
For someone to be wearing an N95.
Yeah, my point was, I even though the guy may think it's weird, he's going to react a lot stronger to a full-on gas mask at his door than just a dude with an N95 on.
Absolutely.
Pointed out.
Agreed.
N95 is a better choice. I think N95 is a more reasonable choice for what is known.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got one on too.
Hey, but honestly, at a certain point, it's what you're comfortable with, and it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. So fuck them. So.
And I mean,
I've got one on at least.
He's a CSI.
No, to help getting Zach a gas mask for his birthday.
Right.
Yes, I would love that. I actually need one.
Okay. So, are you going to what you packing here, brother?
Well, I didn't leave my pistol because she already had one. So the rifle's in the car. I can't really walk up to this dude with it, so I've just got my pistol on.
Rifle. I'm just trying to decide if we're trying to like pseudo conceal it behind us, or if we're going.
I would have no way to dress unless this dude's a retard. I would have no way to dress even at night where he wouldn't see something weird. So I'm just gonna have my pistol.
Same. Well, so I guess the follow-up question is: should I go alone and you be backup?
I can do whatever you want me to. I mean, if we go together, I don't have a problem not talking. I'll just stand there. I think it may look more official to have two people and you just talk and I just stand there and nod.
Usually we send a team. All right, let's go. If he may not even answer, and if he doesn't answer, we'll probably go in more armed.
Okay, cool.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's go.
Cool. Knock.
Step back, a respectable distance.
Gotcha. Wait a minute. Open up. Yeah. What?
Chat.
Yeah. Just like he's like cracking it like maybe this much.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm leaned over. Do I immediately catch anything? Is he like sweaty, sick?
No, he's got like a plate of food that he's eating.
Okay. Hey, Chad. Name's Agent Frost. Listen, we're with the FBI. We're in town. This whole thing with Deputy Jacobs. I understand you were the CSI that investigated, correct?
Yeah. What's up?
If we could just get a couple of minutes of your time, we just need to check a couple boxes and send some forms in to the office. Is that all right?
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. And he pulls a remote out of his pocket and presses like the pause button on the TV and sticks it back in his pocket and steps outside the door. He's got a plate, looks like beef stroganoff and some macaroni.
We can come in and you can eat if you'd like, or we can talk.
No, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. What's up?
All right. So, just our routine questions here. It sounded like from the report, nothing out of the ordinary with the deputy. Just the heavy metals, right?
Oh yeah, man. That's what it's all.
Okay. And I guess so it sounded like his wife might have started feeling a little ill. How have you been feeling?
I don't know anything about that, man. I feel fine.
Okay, you're feeling all right. No fevers or sweats or anything unusual.
No, I feel good. I'm just eating some dinner, hanging out. You got a mask on. Are you okay, man? You sick?
Well, we're cautious, man. That's why we're asking. It sounds like their home office is just being cautious about.
That's cool. You do you. I mean, just easier to eat without a mask. And takes another bite of his food.
Yeah, they're just. I think it's a load of crock, but the eggheads tell me that we should wear one just to be extra.
Yeah, whatever, man. Anything else?
Oh, let's see. You didn't know anything unusual. You're feeling all right.
I'm feeling fine.
You know
what?
Did you know the deputy? Had you interacted a lot?
I mean, you see people around the office,
Was he acting unusual? And towards the end, it sounded like he was a little confused.
I mean, I didn't see him that much, but like that video they're passing around, I don't know. Did you see that?
It was a little weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty strange. I mean, that's like the most I've seen him act weird, but it's probably just feeling weird.
Yeah, I mean,
he had to be I don't know, like the flu or something.
Is this dude making me an offer I can't refuse? Is he like, come in for the plate of spaghetti? He's like, your voice is morphing into Italian.
he's slowly turning into the mafia before your eyes.
As I've been talking,
he's a mob boss.
Between my situational awareness and Captain Hypervigilance, do we have any alarm bells going off? You said he cracked it when he said, yeah, that's fine. Did he open the door?
Oh, yeah, he opened it, came out, closed the door behind him. Yeah, he's out there with you guys.
Okay, he closed it behind him.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You just stand out front with us.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's giving these short answers. I guess after he gives a few, I look at my phone. There's nothing on my phone, but I just pull out of my pocket and look at it, and then look serious, and then I lean in and act like I'm talking to Philip to tell him something, and I'm just like, hey, just pretend like this is important, or press him a little bit to try and see if we can scare the guy some. Maybe not scare, but take it more seriously, since he's just kind of like, no man, it's whatever. So that's what I do.
Okay.
He can't hear any of this. Steve Kepler.
Kepler. Okay, that's a good point, Agent Kepler. Look, there's. When you ask people to connect a lot of dots, they connect dots that don't make a lot of sense. There's some concern that there could be some sort of bizarre terrorism aspect or something. Heavy metals is unusual. Are you sure you can't tell us anything more?
Hey, yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it. I take the body, look at it, nothing unusual. Looked like he died of something weird. Took him into the corners. They'll look at it from there.
I go for the super quiet until he gets uncomfortable. See if he'll provide any more. It
just looks at you, and he's looking at you straight in your eyes. He's just taking bites of his food and just looking at you. Like,
so we've been out here a good, I don't know, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
Has he shown any signs of respiratory coughing, sniffling?
No, in fact, his respiratory system is probably very good, depending on the amount of noodles and meat he's been eating while he's out there with you.
Okay. All right. So nothing set off any bells.
He unhinges
well
his
at
jaw,
the moment.
Can I suck on your?
I kind of stamp my foot awkwardly a couple times, hoping that that Agent Kevorkian will get the picture and kind of lean in again.
So yeah, I lean in and I'm like, I think you should keep pushing, scare this guy some, make something up.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, why don't you? Oh shit, I had an idea. God damn it.
It's a good thing you forgot it, because I don't know.
Damn it, I blinked.
It's a good thing there's two of you there.
So I guess
I kind of nod and I step back and I pull out my like notepad. I'm just making some notes.
So while he's doing that, I look at whatever I forgot this dude's name already, Chad. I look at him. I'm like Mr. Whatever his last name is, Mr. So and so.
Kenyon.
Mr. Kenyon, you do know that withholding information from a federal investigation, especially one involving supposed bioterrorism, is a Class A subsection 3.4 felony. Minimum sentencing of 50 years. Just staring at this dude with the meanest look I can possibly give him.
Absolutely. Let me check something here real quick. We'll see if I have to make you roll. Skills.
Yeah, roll my worst stat again. Bring it on. Can't go wrong again.
Yeah. Give me that persuade, my dude.
Oh my fuck. Might have to burn a whatchamadigit.
Yeah, whatchamadigits.
As he does this, I crowd in just to add another imposing figure.
So I got a 27 over 21. I can use inspiration and re-roll that though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead if you want to. If you want to. Otherwise, it's irrelevant to you or not. I don't know.
Well, you didn't tell me it worked, so I'm gonna try it again.
It definitely didn't work.
Oh, 17. So barely 17.
My man, there you go. Look at that. See, the benefits of RP amongst each other has played off. Perfect. Yes. So you mean mug him, lean in, tell him this, and he's just like, yeah, man. What do you want to know? I told you what I know, and the longer you talk to me, the more Italian I get.
I want you to answer my colleagues' questions here and actually provide answers this time. And I step back and let Philip, walk in front again.
All right, look. They're worried, okay? This is weird. Okay? And we just anything. You I understand I think you spent some time with the EPA team.
Yeah, I suppose be following them around,
All right, look, what can you tell me on that side of things?
I mean, there ain't much to say. They just go around, look at the fucking soil, dig up some. I mean, I don't know. It's fucking dirt.
Names. I haven't spoke with them yet. They're next.
Their names? Let me look at the notes, cause it's fucking hidden.
I'm walking here. Hold on.
Legit though, it's hidden in my notes somewhere. But I did give it to you before, as I scroll through my notes. Yes. Environmental investigators Gina Gaylor and Gabrielle Foltz.
Okay. After he says that, I lean in again to Philip, and I'm like, maybe see if we can, use since he seems to have bought the threat, see if we can get him to maybe help us meet them, like provide some additional credibility to us talking to them, since he's at least talked to them once. Not that this dude has any power, but it's still someone they've already met, and it's someone local.
Listen, there's an office here, right? They're locals. Have you known them a long time?
No, I don't know them that well. I never really dealt with the EPA before,
We gotta speak to them next. Do you know where they live? What can you?
Nah, but I'll meet them in the morning. 6 a.m. I'm gonna meet him in the morning, 6 a.m. North side on the highway there.
North side.
Yeah. Told you I was gonna become more Italian the longer you talk to me.
Since we're not from around here, could you maybe give us a street name or something, or somewhere closer than north side of the highway?
I mean, I was just gonna drive. That's what I said. North side. I was just gonna drive and find them there.
So you're just driving until you find them.
Yeah, I mean, they just fucking taking samples on the side. You'll see the EPA car there. They're just walking around digging with little trowels, you know.
What kind of car do they drive?
The SUV, man.
What was the names again? Sorry.
Gabrielle Fultz and Gina Gaylor.
Gabrielle and Gina.
Little do you know, Nolan has a deep hatred for Italians, and the longer this guy talks, my fists are clenching.
All right, look, 6:30 in the morning. Do you have some contact information in case we can't find you people?
Paintball, man, paintball.
Paintball. Code word paintball. No, I ain't got the numbers, man. They just tell me where they're gonna be, and I drive around. You know, maybe I get some biscuits before we head out. You know, and eventually I find them or not. You know what I mean?
It's an effective methodology. All right, look.
I got an easy job. You know, what can I say?
Hey, you know, it is what it is. All right. Well, and I produce a, Agent Frost card. Tell him to call me if he remembers anything that he forgot. And tell him that we'll see him in the morning.
All right, didn't forget nothing, man. All right, thanks, man. Bye. And close the door.
Take care. Have a good evening. Thank you. Appreciate your cooperation.
To the closed door.
Yeah, I said that loudly.
Is this car parked in a driveway?
If you want it to be.
I just want to mark his car with a rock.
All right, sure. It's a blue Civic.
All right. I put an X on his back left quarter panel where his fuel tank is.
No. All right. X marked the spot. Done.
There you go. I'm not saying it's like I didn't draw a dick on it. It's
it's
just
gonna
a little,
cost me a
X.
fortune. Look at this shit on my
he
panel.
didn't watch me do it. He's inside, right? He didn't watch me do it. He didn't know I did it.
I'm not gonna get show up for the EPA if I gotta get my panel fixed. So what you doing?
Fuck this Guido motherfucker.
So Zach, on the human side of the world, did I pick anything unusual?
Dude's just a fucking normal dude. He's just normal.
No distress, no discomfort, no.
No. Okay. No, he was fine with you interrupting him, and he ate his fucking dinner while you were there, and that was it, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, as we're walking back to the car, I'm like, what a fucking waste. Mouth breather.
Ow, my side hurts.
It's been almost a week for him, and he doesn't seem to be showing any signs. If I understand correctly.
No, I mean, that was the most non-threatening dude I've seen all day.
So
fucking year.
That's good news.
You forgot to get his Xbox ID.
You forgot to get his Xbox ID.
And unless he recently picked it up from the EPA chicks, they're probably okay as well, which is good news for us.
We definitely need to tell David this. I mean, he'll probably be able to make more of it. I think we need to. I think it would be good to talk to them about meeting him in the morning. But I would vote if he said 6:30 is when they get there, or when he shows up, or whatever. I think we need to try and give us some buffer time and get there a little early, because we're gonna have to be looking for him. Because Genius over there didn't tell us anything.
I think that's a great idea as long as this next visit goes okay. So I hop in the car, I pull up the address, I head towards the coroner's place, I call, I guess, Remy, and relay that the old CS seems to be all right, and just make up some BS code words for things, and they seem to be okay. Heading over to target number 2. Got some information for the morning. He seems to be okay. even though he was exposed.
However, he is Italian.
Unfortunately,
And he might be from Jersey. He's a weird transplant.
With a weird last name.
Right. So either Guidos are immune, or
inspiration. Just kidding.
or they may not be very contagious.
Too good.
At first. Anyways,
Gonna get kicked for racial slurs and hatred now.
How could you?
seriously.
How could you say this?
So, we're going to the other guys tonight, right? The same night.
That was my plan / assumption.
Yeah. So are you picking up the rest of the party? The rest of the party is still at the coroner's office.
Yeah. So I just called her.
Yep.
I guess if you want to blip over, like,
Yeah.
Are they done with their tests in this time?
Yeah. That match up just fine if you guys want to pick up together.
Yeah, I'm testing anything and everything I know of that would kill a fungus or.
That's
Well,
right.
Then I guess we would say to David, if you feel like can you call it? Are you done for the night? Do you want to come with us, or do you want more time? That's going to be up to him.
Yep. Definitely. So I guess if
Thing is, I have to do it, then test, and do it, then test. It might take a while.
So
Right, but do you want us to come get you, or do you want to keep testing while we go to the other guys? That's what we're asking.
It'd probably be better for me to keep testing.
I guess it's
Okay.
been
We're infected. We need a cure
Okay.
of some sort.
it's been like an hour.
Less than an hour. Yeah.
So
We should have time then, because it's not even 9.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not done then.
Oh, I thought that you meant is the guy still awake or whatever. I bet dude's still awake too.
Yep, she's up.
How dare she? Go to bed.
Yeah.
Don't leave.
I'm not.
We've only got 10 minutes.
I know, I'm right here.
That's
All right,
true.
well-
That's true.
There's no point in me going and spending 5 to 10 minutes trying to getting her down.
You want to sit in
so-
here? You want in here?
I was gonna say, I mean, I guess we head there. We can, do my little stakeout for 5 or 10 minutes, see if anything seems amiss.
We're looking at the coroner, Brian Hosley.
We can as far as what we do tonight, I'm good with going to the end of this conversation if we want to do this now. Even if it runs over a few minutes, we can do the full interview for the coroner, and then we'll cut it there. And then you guys can wrap things up if you want and just fill me in.
It may be killing the coroner. Who knows?
Yeah, or that.
Who knows?
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go, just the two of us. Remy and David are gonna keep. Remy's gonna stay with David. David's gonna keep testing. So I guess we just drive over.
So my tactical boys are going, right?
Yep.
Cool.
As
McShooty did.
right.
I'm looking at Chad's face
Can
and I'm seeing that
Yeah,
she's leaving.
Chad can stay. I'll go get her.
Yeah.
If I miss you guys, if I miss the end of it, thank you for an amazing session, and hopefully we can play next week.
cool.
Sounds good to me.
Good luck.
Thanks, Amy. Bye. I'll probably be on still if you come back now. So
There's like a 90% chance she's gonna get stuck unless I go get her out.
that
of the
sucks.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
When I go in, I can lay her down usually and stay for a few minutes and come back. Amy
but
usually
she gets
has
stuck.
She will not calm down,
That sucks.
and that ultimately means they both fall asleep.
Well-
so once we get done, I have to go rescue her.
I'll put
Anyway.
this up. I'll put this up tomorrow morning, and that way she can watch the
Okay.
last 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, it's all good.
As we drive there, I say same plan. I think that worked pretty well. He was just fucking retarded. I mean, we didn't get anything because dude didn't know anything, and he's a mouth breather. I mean,
Follow-up question:
Sure.
Was there a heavy scent of weed?
There wasn't. No, there wasn't.
I think dude was literally. You did perfect, by the way. I think dude was literally just stupid. He was just a below average dude with not much going on.
I think it's probably accurate.
All right, so we get to Coroner's house. I guess we do the same thing, like a mini stakeout for like 5 minutes, right? Just
Yeah,
watch.
Do what?
Just watch, he said.
I was clarifying that that the plan is still the same. We pull up and watch for like 5 minutes.
I thought I heard Jason say something.
Jason? Negative.
I've been muted.
Okay. I don't know what I heard. Probably mumbling over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this time I'm probably gonna sit for 15.
Cool.
Because based on what we've seen, coroner's office, very contagious. Dead body, not that contagious yet. So I'm super worried about the coroner.
Cool.
So I'm going to give it 5, 10, 15 to see, again, movement, lights, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Yeah. So 15 minutes go by. Watching. It doesn't look like any lights are on inside at all. Nothing moving around. No lights flicker on or anything like that. It is pushing 9 o'clock. Coroner probably does get started a little bit early as a educated man or woman.
Well, his name's Brian, so I'm guessing, but
yes, of course. Oh.
All right. He's either infected or he goes to bed really goddamn early.
Okay. Well, we can go a little more guns hot here. You can go to the door on your own. I'll stand in the shadows with my gun, my rifle pointed at the door. Or we can just do the same thing and go up unassuming and just fall back. Your choice. I bet we can outrun the guy. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I say we stage our weapons and leave them next to the car or in the back seat, and they're fully ready to go. And we just go get them if we need them.
I'm even wondering, should we just leave them 10 foot behind us?
That's fine. Are you okay if we say we leave them on the ground because it's dark?
You're leaving them on the front porch or something?
On the grass, the lawn, somewhere near. Sure. I don't know, somewhere near, out of eyesight because it's dark. I'm assuming without a floodlight on them.
Yeah, no, it's pretty dark. It's not a subdivision; it's like a street. Okay. Yeah, and it's fairly dark.
Feeling that it's not blatantly obvious.
No, I mean it's getting dark at 7 o'clock here in October. So
I think we'll definitely pop those there. We still go up. We've got the 2. We got the mask. He probably won't think anything of it if he's cognizant.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely stepping back from the door, and I'm going to check for a doorbell first.
Sure, there's a doorbell.
If he's alive, he's asleep.
There's a doorbell.
Yeah, so ding dong,
ding dong.
Step off the porch, hold the badge up.
Sure. You wait a few minutes and you don't get a response.
Fuck. Ring it again.
Ding dong. Reverberates out. Nothing.
I check the door. I reach forward and just jiggle the handle.
It's locked.
Okay.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, go for it. At this point, after you ring the doorbell, I step off the porch and just pull a little pocket flashlight, kind of shine it in the window, and flick it around back and forth.
Yeah,
like you do to get someone's attention.
Yeah, you flick it around in there. The downstairs lights are all off, so you're just flicking this light throughout there. You don't see anybody moving around.
All right, actually, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's flashlight the windows on the front and just the easily accessible windows on the front. Can we get a feel for the layout?
It's a 2-story house. Probably 3 to 4.5 bath. Huh?
Opens into a living room or something.
Probably similar to what you saw before, a little foyer, kitchen on the left, living room on the right.
Does everything look organized though? Is there anything in disarray? Does everything look like? He could be a messy dude, but is our chairs knocked over? Is there anything weird?
Not that you can see, and the blinds are closed pretty shut, but you can't really tell.
Okay.
I got circle around to the back. Is there a back door?
Yeah, the back door. The small little porch, maybe like a 4x6. Little
is that
porch
locked?
There. Yeah, you jiggle it. It's locked. Is it locked?
Okay. I vote we go in.
Okay, here either we go in or I spam the doorbell like a crazy person to see if that wakes this man from his sleep, assuming for the love of God that hopefully he's alive.
We could do that because we could explain it away that he just had a dream. Like we only ring like twice. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, spam it.
Just in case. And
Okay.
if that doesn't work, I think we do go in and we go in hot.
Cool.
Okay.
So guns are in the yard, a few yards away from you. Ding 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 on the porch. How long do you wait?
30 seconds, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, presumably, if ringing the shit out of the doorbell wakes him, we're gonna see a light or hear something within a minute or two.
Okay. You guys see a light flick on after about like 20 seconds of ding a ding a ring a ding a ding a ding a dingy.
Yeah, like obnoxiously.
Yeah, obnoxiously. Guy walks down the stairs, cracks open the door. You see Brian Hosley in front of you, probably about 32 years old, male. Opens the door a little bit.
Glorious.
What?
I'm so sorry to bother you, Mr. Hosley. You are Mr. Hosley.
Yeah. Why are you ringing the doorbell?
We're with the agency. We're in town looking into this bizarre stuff going on with these contamination and heavy metals. We were told that you'd called in today. We were supposed to check in on anyone who might be unwell, and you seem to.
I don't feel good. I've just been laying up. I'll probably check into the to the hospital tomorrow.
Would you like for us to get you an ambulance?
No, man. It was manageable before I woke up this morning, or whatever time it is.
It's this evening. When did you start feeling sick?
This morning. If it's the same day.
Not well yesterday.
Yeah.
I tell him whatever day of the week it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you felt fine on Tuesday.
I came to pick up my hamburgers on Wednesday.
Yeah, I see. Sorry, I looked up, and your camera almost seemed to have like a pulse effect, yeah. I guess it was just the way you moved was just right. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Whoa.
So if he's really sick, we have I guess I kind of lean into Philip like I did last time, but I'm actually talking to him this time, and I'm like, I think we make up a reason to get inside. Tell him we have to check his vitals. I mean, I don't fucking care. He's not gonna resist us, but we need to look around at least.
So he's almost certainly infected. The question becomes, do we hope and wait to see if David gets a solution, or do we have to act now? What do you think?
As soon as this dude turns around, I'm still whispering to him. As soon as this dude's turned around, I'm gonna crack him on the back of the head. I don't want to kill him. I'm not saying kill him, but we need.
He's not gonna turn around. You knocked on his door. He's looking at you.
No, I'm talking. We're gonna try and go inside. I'm gonna say make up a reason to get him to let us inside. We're with the. He's already flashed credentials. This is an event. We have to check your vitals. We have to do something. We're gonna call you an ambulance. I don't care. I'm not the one talking.
Sure.
Try and get him to get us inside. But I'm telling Philip, I want to end cap him as soon as he turns around. Not kill him. Be very as gentle as possible. But we can't leave and let him in the state, because if he turns or whatever, we don't know what he's gonna do. We don't know how far it's gonna go. So I think we have to keep this dude locked up somehow.
Regrettably, I think you're right. Okay, I step back over. All right, listen, Mr. Hosley, with you feeling unwell, we're gonna need to come in and check your vitals and just, we're probably gonna have to do an investigation of the home to see if there's anything unusual. Is that all right? We just want to make sure you get the help you need as fast as possible.
He looks at you and he's like, okay, come on.
So as soon as
the door open.
As soon as he turns around, I just hit him on the back of the head. I assume I know what I'm doing roughly. I hit him on the back of the head as lightly as I possibly think I can with the butt of my gun.
Okay. Roll me a melee weapons check.
I don't know what that rolls against.
It's
melee 100.
Melee weapons. You have it on your sheet, brah.
Oh, I do. Hold on.
You should have melee, unarmed, and firearms all separate.
You're 70 in melee.
I'm an 81 in unarmed combat. Oh, 71 in melee. That's good too.
If you're using just your hands, it's 81. If you're using just
66 under 71.
Well, there you go, my friend. There you go.
Well, hey, that's a crit.
66, you say?
Oh no, I killed him.
66, you say? No. What was your most desired outcome of this attack you made?
Incapacitate him with as little permanent damage as possible.
You
just knock his ass out.
Smack him right dab in the perfect spot on the back of his neck, and he poops his pants.
It's a little bit of psychological damage.
Yeah, he like a rag to the floor, man. Done.
All right, so I push in real quick after Philip and close the door.
Okay. Yeah, scoop him up, push him in.
I start to step in. I say, should we grab the hardware?
Okay. Oh, the guns we have?
It just seems weird to leave it there.
Okay. I say start dragging him to the other room. I quickly run back out and just pick up both rifles and bring them inside with us.
So Philip drags
the door.
Drags to the living room, kitchen.
Is there like a couch in the living room we can just
no couches in the living room. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, of course there's the couch in the living room. You can drag him and plop him on while he goes.
Okay.
I hold up handcuffs and zip cuffs. I'm like, should we?
We've been through this before. Which one should we use?
I say we zip cuff him. I say that should be simpler. I think we'll be all right. And I lock the door.
If we have to go to Plan Z, that it's one less thing to worry about.
Exactly. I lock the door behind us. We have our weapons inside. Everything's as secured as possible. So now I kind of step back. I want to say my intention was that whatever we do with this dude, he doesn't get to leave his house until David tells us he can leave his house. I don't know. I don't know what I don't want to kill the guy.
Yeah.
But we got to figure out something where he's on fucking house arrest right now.
So here's the problem. I don't know how to permanently put him on house arrest without permanent damage to life.
Maybe we could ask David to make us like some kind of like chemical concoction, like some sedative that just keeps him out.
I'm worried that we're gonna have to take him somewhere. I don't know how long he could keep somebody out. Let's give him. Should we just give? Okay, I'll tell you what. All right, he's here. Do you want to take the upstairs? I guess we should stay together.
Let's just clear the house. He's on the couch.
He's out.
And we take our rifles and we do a standard clearing pattern that we both know how to do.
Go through the house. He is a bachelor, obviously. Nothing else in there but my man and ramen.
Okay, cool. There may be something of value we can find later, but we at least know no one's here.
Ramen.
Right. Did we notice anything fungal? Any weird walls? Like, if in his bedroom, is there any weird shit on the walls or the ceiling? Like anything that looks like a spore or a fungus?
No. The only thing you notice,
right?
Yeah. So, no, there's nothing weird. No weird shit on the walls or anything like that. I don't need you to roll me this. Both of you would realize that there is an abundance of like snot rags and shit next to his bed and in the local bin there.
I go into his kitchen. If nothing else, were you done?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen. Do I see anything like? Does he have like a battery drawer? Is there like, are they?
Everybody has a battery drawer. If they don't have a battery drawer, they're an alien. So
well, I ask because I'm looking to see if there's anything that looks like he went to the store and purchased heavy metals, or like is there metal? anything that could remotely be heavy metals? Does he
Food.
look like he
Did he buy food for this thing?
Or purchased or
Yeah. So you open up the local battery drawer. You all know what I'm talking about. All 9,000 of you know what I'm talking about. The first or second drawer there in the kitchen, you pull it open and you have your batteries there. You see what looks to be like 3 different newly purchased like AAA, AA, DC batteries there in that first drawer.
Yeah, like the pack
sealed, brand new. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, while he's doing that, I do call David and I just really quickly ask him the sedative question. I just say, "Hey, we've got a dude here," and I give him what I estimate the dude's height and weight. Obviously, it's not going to be accurate, but I ballpark it, and I'm like, "Is there a way you could keep this dude asleep for like a day without killing him?"
Can you bring me a sample of his tissue?
I can, but I need you to tell me if you can keep him asleep.
Yes.
You think can you keep him asleep here? Do we need to bring him to you? How do we want to do this?
You can keep him there if you want to.
Okay. All
look, right. I hear the phone. I come in. I'm like, look, there's like a 90% chance. Scratch that. 99% chance that he's infected.
Okay. Well, then.
And I come out and I'm like, battery packs, and I'm wearing my nitrile gloves. I'm like,
so we have 2 bad options then. If to go get the sedative, one of us has to stay here with him, and we're alone. Not that we can't handle ourselves, but we're alone. Or we take him with us to the coroner, and then he's in a car with us. Even with one of us pointing a gun at him, he's still in a car while we're driving, and he can interfere with the person driving.
Or infect you.
Oh yeah, or infect us. Well, I'm already fucked.
Is there a room that we could, like, he's a bachelor living alone in a home, like there's not going to be a room that we can lock him in? They would all have an opening on that side. Like if he was a dad that had kids, like they might be kids' rooms that you could lock.
Yeah.
There's probably, short of strapping him to something, there's no way.
Nothing in the common household's gonna hold back a grown man that wants to get through a door. You know what I mean?
Hey, does Uber exist in this town?
Of course, Uber exists. Uber exists everywhere.
All right, so I'm not for him. I'm saying to get David and Remy here, to get them here to us, and so he can bring his stuff to him. We can do the testing tomorrow. Yeah, and that way we're all together. There's 2 of us with guns on him. He's never left alone with anyone. We're not leaving. We get an Uber to bring them here, and then tomorrow we'll go back and do more testing or whatever. We'll still get the sample, but David brings what he needs to make the sedative with him, and that way we're all together again, and we're here.
While you're on the phone, I either gesture to like give it to me or put it on speaker.
I hand you the phone. I'm done.
Hey, listen, David. Assuming we do bring you guys, if we Uber you guys this way, can you put like some biohazard signs or some shit on the coroner's office?
Quarantine signs, yeah.
That would be odd, but probably okay, right? Well, I guess
with what's going on in here, it wouldn't be odd at all.
Would they obey it though? Like, do you think that they would have enough like, because the coroner's not going to be coming anytime soon?
In this place,
Janice doesn't have
this guy.
It should just be that guy, and Janice can't even get into her own office. We have her key right now, unless she has spares. Yeah. So, I mean, if we put quarantine signs on it and lock it up, they should be able to Uber here.
Should we just lock it? Or should we put signs?
Both. No, I'm saying still lock the door. Like lock the door and then.
I just didn't know if you guys agreed. Maybe we should put like a quarantine sign on.
I think that's a great idea.
All right.
Yep.
She's just a secretary. She's not going to question it. She's just going to be like, "Fuck," and then go home.
True.
When you guys Uber out of there, do that. Bring all the sedatives, whatever you need to, and hopefully.
Benzodiazepam.
I'm gonna see if I can find a box for the microscope and slides.
Cool. Okay. Done. Easy peasy. In fact, you probably have a hard case for that shit.
Yep.
Okay, so we found that presumably he was compelled to go after heavy metals.
Yes.
We found him. He's definitely sick, almost certainly infected. He's incapacitated for some amount of time, not especially long. Probably, actually, I
30
guess
minutes to an hour, probably at most.
Yeah, but he's strapped.
Gag him.
Yeah, regrettably, I think we gag him, and I pull out another set of zips, and I'm like, "Do we?"
What if we kill? Yeah, what if we kill him? Because if he can't breathe that well as it is, and we gag him, I mean, what if he chokes on his own snot?
Doesn't matter.
Well, if we want to get information from him, it matters. I mean, do we care if he's alive? If we don't care if he's alive, I'm gonna shoot him right now.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just David's gonna come out of here going, "I found a thing that kills the thing. We could try this." But
I vote we don't gag him necessarily. I vote we stay away from him and we watch him. Hog tying him, or not hog, but zip tying his legs together, I'm okay with that. But I think gagging him, I mean, if he already can't breathe, he could die.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We'll be nearby. We'll be in the same room. Do you think we keep him in here in the living room, or do we move him elsewhere?
No, we keep him here. No one's gonna look, and the less we have to touch him and fuck with him, the better. What I wanted to do is sit here with both our rifles trained on him until David and Remy pull up in the Uber, not even move. And if he moves or tries to do something, I'm shooting him.
All right. I asked David before we let him go, is there anything else you want us to look for while we're here? And I relate everything.
With his exposure, the time would be what, 6 days?
Yeah, close enough.
Presumably.
So he's only halfway through the exposure time of the other guy. So, I would say look for fungal somewhere in the house, but they've already done that. So
yeah, well, if you ask that, then Philip could tell you we didn't see anything.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that reminded me of that.
Yeah, and with experience, he fucking smelled the shit from last time. So
yeah.
Wait, so, what?
We smelled fungus. Yeah, we had a fungal smell from the.
I did get a similar smell here to the.
No.
No, he's saying because you know what it smells like, you didn't get that smell again.
Exactly.
Misunderstood. Got it. Sorry, you were saying, David?
I can't think of anything else to check on him.
All right.
Okay. Well, get in the fucking Uber and get here.
Yeah.
All right. Calling the Uber now.
Here.
Well, as soon as I get.
Let us know when you're leaving.
Roger that.
All right. I'm gonna call it for here because this is a decent place to stop at. So if y'all do anything else, let me know.
No,
and I'll talk to y'all later.
We'll stop here.
I think
it's a good spot to stop.
Okay. Good session, dude.
Yeah, man. Hey, that was a lot
double
of fun.
zipped.
Yeah.
He's double zipped. He's on the couch. We're across the room.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's and we have rifles trained on him. I'm not leaving this room until David and Remy get here. So
sounds like a plan.
Nolan, should one of us be in front and one behind?
No. There's nothing he can do. I think limiting crossfire is a better option. We're both in front of him. We're just hanging out on recliners. And seriously, if the dude moves, he's dead. We're gonna fuck him up. So
probably gonna wake up soon.
Even if he coughs?
I mean move aggressively is what I mean. Sorry. Like
cool,
if he starts like gurgling and like start talking about star people and lunging at us, I'm just gonna fire.
I just need to pee.
You're not wrong.
But last thing I say before I leave, I want to say that. I'll bring it up again next session. I'll make a note. But
I'm gonna make a note right now. Whatever you say.
At this point, until David and Remy get here, I can roll for it next session if you want. But I want to be like as hyper aware as possible, like jacked to the gills about everything, even if I have to, and it makes me tired or something. I don't care.
Roll it now and use your advantage.
Right. Okay, stand by. Am I rolling against alertness?
Yep.
Okay,
roll
that's
twice.
good. That's like my best fucking thing.
Unless you already.
I mean, I'm basically in the same state. Do you want me to roll something?
It's up to you.
25 under 81.
You good? He's good.
I don't know that my awareness is quite so good.
That's juicy enough. You don't need to worry about it. I'm gonna write as hyper aware as possible. Dash Nolan. There you go.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Good,
all right,
good
man.
shit, boys.
Yeah, dude. Hey, next Wednesday, let us know, okay?
I'll know tomorrow. I'll know.
Right on.
I think I'm gonna be good. They were saying that they were gonna try and push it through so I could do work, but I doubt that's gonna happen. So I'll let you know tomorrow.
Hashtag doubt.
Yeah, man. Just let us know. We'll do it or we won't. No worries.
Peace.
Adios.
Great job, man. See you. Boop.